Would you consider to be the signature win of your career to date?
I would say Ryan.
There's some concern that they continue to creep up the body and block, work done down to the body. Talk about putting it work.
B3 Picks TV, we back again. Tap the like button, follow the channel, help the channel grow. We definitely working. Man, shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. Um, Another beautiful day, man. Another great day to give thanks. Man, God is truly still blessing us each and every day. So it's a lot to talk about today. Make sure you tap the like button. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, man, StreamYard did a little update, so hopefully we can get some great audio, things of that nature, right? Consistency. Consistency is key, man. This is the year of consistency for us. We working smarter, not harder all year, and we just building. We just building. Uh, so topic of conversation for the day, man. Javante Tank Davis has been reinstated as full WBA world champion at 135 pounds. Tank Davis will be returning to 135 pounds. Um, let's get to it. Let's get to it. What's y'all thoughts about Pitbull going down to 135 to fight Tank? Are y'all comfortable with that? Everybody's gonna have a lot of opinions, and we want to hear 'em. We want to hear 'em. So we'll see how it go. We'll see how everything play out. But yeah, today is Friday. We got to bring the news to the people. Tank Davis will be back in the sport of boxing. He's been reinstated as champion and for the WBA. So that means, unfortunately, Floyd Schofield. I mean, unless he fights Floyd Schofield, right? Um, which I doubt. I think he's gonna fight Pitbull Cruz. Floyd Schofield is not gonna get that WBA opportunity. So he was right in positions. Schofield Jr. is sitting at number one in the WBA. Yeah, he's number one right now in the WBA. So right now, Tank has put himself back in position, back in the top spot, in order to essentially pretty much take over 135. Now, getting that WBA title back, he's putting himself in prime position for great unification fights. He can fight Abdullah Mason in the unification. He can fight Raymond Mortai in the unification. And and I think both of those will be good fights after Pitbull. We just got to see it, whatever makes sense at the time, right? Whatever makes sense at the time, that's what's going to happen. If Floyd can put on a spectacular performance against Lucas Body, it does make sense, right? But at the end of the day, we just saw Tank was on uh, a collision course with Jake Paul. So if it's not going to touch those numbers, they're not going to put Tank in that fight. Pitbull Cruz is going to touch the numbers. Lamont Roach rematch is going to touch the numbers. Uh, Fredo for life. What's going on? Salute. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Appreciate you. We definitely building this thing up. Fire day. Fire day. Let me mention this though. Shout out to all the members of the channel. Everybody that's joined the membership. Right now we have 15 active members. So shout out to y'all for doing an amazing work supporting the channel. Now, We are going to do a $50 Cash App giveaway. I'm going to put everybody on a raffle wheel that's an active member on April 1st. And then we're going to do that. We're going to do a giveaway. So we're going to be giving back to our members, to our supporters. We got a lot going on. So shout out to our beautiful team we building. Now, with the WBA. The WBA, I believe that's why it's that championship and reset status means so much because what will happen is when they ready to make that fight, they're gonna put that champion back in his position. Nobody's gonna generate the revenue at that 135 class like a Tank Davis, and your fight is even bigger in potential that you may fight Tank Davis. So people are going to look at Schofield's next fight to see about him, potentially fighting Tank. So the Lucas Body versus Floyd Schofield is more interesting now. Now that we have some clarity on where Tank is going back to 135 pounds for the Pitbull Cruz fight. So A-side stuff, A-side stuff, you already know. We Fight All Night TV. Salute, man. Appreciate you pulling up. It's Friday. Um, we got a lot going on. We got Sebastian versus Thurman tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. And we also have the Moses Tama versus Jermaine Franklin card. Also looking forward to that as well. So it's gonna be lit. It's definitely gonna be lit. Um, what I'm gonna do now is let me say this. Let me say this. We've been growing on TikTok, y'all. TikTok superstar in the building. We building. We over 6,500 on TikTok. We almost at 6,600. We like 7 away. So we growing. We had 800 in December. Now we all the way up to 66. So listen, keep pushing. I started to make a meme campaign. My community know they was gonna build me from nothing to something. Um, man. So I'm extremely thankful. And we just going 15 active. We got 15 active super fans on TikTok as well. We done all this in about 3 months, a little over 3 months now. So hey, the grind don't stop. We really building this thing in and out, and we got the Universal Business Group as well. UBG. That's us. That's me. That's the team. Um, and I got the members Discord. I set it up, and we're gonna just start putting our people in, one person at a time. Just keep building it out. So stay locked in and tapped in with us, man. Don't hesitate to support the grind. Help us get to that destination, so that way we can kind of, just rejoice and you can have a part in it, right? Now, outside of that, I just wanted to. What else is happening today? We waiting on the announcement for Devin Rowley. I believe that fight is going to happen next. We just waiting on that announcement. And Rowley is really promoting the fight heavy, real heavy. So we waiting on. He's talking crazy. We waiting on that fight to be announced. Other than that, also the Boost versus Xander. The Boost versus Xander fight is looking like it's going to happen as well. So I'm gonna get the final confirmation. TD probably knows. I'm pretty sure TD knows whether that fight is gonna happen next or not. But I'm almost 100% sure that Zan is gonna be fighting on that Puerto Rican Day Parade weekend. Yeah. So we just gotta see when Boost is fighting. And it was funny, yesterday, the other day, excuse me, because we took an admin day yesterday, but Treese was talking about we don't never know when Boost gonna fight. And that's so funny. It's like we never know when Boost is gonna fight. I'm like, that is it's not good. Like he just fights whenever, right? It just pops up like, oh, okay, Eddie got a date. It's like, come on, man. We dealing with the real deal, man. The best fighter. Really, he's looking like the best fighter on the East Coast right now. Either between him, Shakur, and Tank. Um, it's a Boot, Shakur, Tank. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot of and Keyshawn. Shout out to Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn is actually gonna be fighting out here Albright, y'all. Yeah, they trying to set that rematch up. So no official date yet, but we're probably gonna be getting a rematch. Keyshawn versus Nahir Albright too. Now the first fight was a decent fight, decent scrap. And it got removed off of the records because of a failed marijuana test, unfortunately, from Keyshawn Davis. So they're gonna run that back. I don't know what y'all think about that now. My thoughts about that, to be honest with y'all, um, is somewhat of a stay busy fight for Keyshawn if Keyshawn can't get a title fight with Crocker or Devin or anybody at 140. But it doesn't make sense to fight him if he's gonna go to 147. Are they gonna fight out of the weight class? Like what's gonna happen? Or they gonna just fight at 140? So I feel like Jay Prince is gonna do what he does. He's gonna do an excellent job in managing Keyshawn and really doing an event they got the Kelvin and Keon main and co-main event at ODU at the Chartway Arena at ODU. That's gonna be lit. So they have that coming up April 4th. So if you in the area, man, make sure y'all get some tickets, support Keon, Kelvin Davis, and DB3 Promotions and everything they got going on, right? Keyshawn will be back. He'll be back against Nahir Albright sometime soon. Uh I mean, dang. Frank Martin, he kinda it looked like he kinda missed out on that opportunity, man. With that draw with people weren't expecting that draw with Nahir Albright. Um, mm, that was a close fight. That was a good fight. I think I bet the draw. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me look at my let me look at my slips real quick. I may have covered the draw in that fight. I think I made something on that. I think I made something on that Frank versus Nahir Albright draw. Let me check it out. If not, hold on, let me see. Yup. Why peep this, y'all. $35 to win $385. I caught it at a plus 1,000. Boost Ennis versus Bud Crawford fight of 2026 if it would happen. Shout out to Vince Jackson. Yeah, I'm in agreement with you, but Bud said he's happily retired. He said he will be selling his soul if he get to come out of retirement. So I really don't foresee that happening. Yeah, I can't foresee that happening. Man, let me say shout out to Free. Make sure y'all locking with D Free Sports Talk. Shout out to my brother D Free, member of the channel, supporter of the channel. Free, good morning. How you feeling today? Well, we afternoon now. We have one. Good afternoon.
What's going on, man? I'm chilling. Just got finished doing a little bit of DoorDash.
I ain't mad at you. Appreciate you pulling up on the panel now. Let me ask you about what's your thoughts? Tank Davis has been reinstated with the WBA, the full champion at 135. So it looks like he's gonna be returning to 135. Um, and Pitbull and meeting Pitbull. Pitbull gonna be fighting for a full world title. He's the interim at 140 for the WBC. He'll be going down to 135 to fight for Tank's full title. What's your thoughts on that? And appreciate you, Vince Jackson. Appreciate you for subscribing. Appreciate you, bro. That's fire. Thank you, man. God bless you. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Thank God it's Friday for sure. Come back and see us when you can, bro. Free, talk to me. What's your thoughts on that fight with Cruz going to 135? Are you comfortable with it? And just Tank being reinstated?
I mean, I told y'all that's what was going to happen. Everybody just assumed Tank Davis was going to go to 140. I was like, I don't know if Tank is going to 140. Cruz can be coming down to 35. Um, but I mean, hey, that's where Tank is the champion at. I kind of had a feeling they was going to reinstate him because they never made an announcement about the Kid Austin and the dude that he's supposed to be fighting as a championship title fight. So it looks like they gonna be fighting for, uh, I guess, a eliminator, or they just fighting just to fight.
Nah, they gonna either do an interim free. They haven't finalized it yet, but and I just want to tell people you definitely called it. You was definitely on point with the 135, and they haven't decided free, but they probably do an interim because Schofield he number one, and I believe Body's number two. So if they do fight, it'll
Yeah,
be for an interim, which makes sense.
yeah. I
Now let me
mean
ask you this,
that's
or well,
cool.
let me hold on. Let me ask you this. Well, it depends. I mean, I think Tank is going to come back as the regular champ, though. I
Yeah,
don't. Yeah, he's not coming back as a super champion. So I just want everybody to understand that part of it. Like we haven't heard anything now. Super champ would mean he wouldn't have a mandatory challenge or whatever the case may be. So
right.
I think he's keeping himself right now. He's going to keep himself in line to make that defense. Now, I don't even believe that would be uh a big enough money fight for them to make. Do you see it as something that do you see it? I mean, with Floyd Schofield's Texas fan base, do you believe Schofield versus Tank Davis is a viable fight?
Um, I mean, well, anything with Tank Davis' name attached to it is going to do numbers. I
Yeah,
don't know how much it's going to do, but it's going to do decent numbers. Um, right now, it ain't really much at 135 to do big numbers outside of Tank Davis. So you got Raymond Muratala, you got Abdullah Mason, you got William Zapata, you got Kid Austin, and that's pretty much it. Andy Cruz. Um, but that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all of the names that most people know. I mean, there's a couple of other guys, but on that. They're not on that tier. They like right below. So like it's Tank Davis, and then it's the Williams Zapatas, Raymond Muratala, um, Abdullah Mason. They the next tier under Tank Davis. Those guys are the tier under Tank Davis. Tank Davis is on the tier by himself. There's nobody else on Tank Davis level. So everybody else is pretty much not a household name, and they need Tank Davis to be a major fight. Outside of Tank Davis is not a big fight. So I mean,
yeah, I'm in agreement.
it's a couple of good fights, but it ain't no big fights down there without Tank Davis.
Nah, nah, not no big fights. But well, it's Shakur moved to the weight class because Shakur is talking about wanting to fight for the Ring magazine, against Raymond. But now I don't think they're gonna do that. I mean, we could
Now
see, but I don't
they're
think they
not.
can do it now.
Now they're not going to do it because Shakur is not the champion anymore. They about to have Williams Zapata fight for that vacant title.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe they'll do it, but I've never seen a guy that's a champion. Neither one of the guys are 1 and 2 in the weight class, and neither one of the guys, well, I ain't gonna say neither one, because Shakur would be number two. They would have Tank Davis as number one, and Shakur would be number two. But Raymond Muratala is number three. Neither one of them hold the Ring Magazine belt, so I don't think that they will put that on the line for a 2 and a 3, and only one of them is a champion.
I'm with you, free. They're gonna make it make sense because I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, it gotta make sense, but
Now, if
money wise, free
Shakur fight Tank Davis, the Ring magazine will be on the line.
that they gonna have to wait on that ring magazine. Yeah, like you saying, when them two fight, yeah, because Abdullah Mason is at 135. Is he gonna move out? Is he gonna stay in?
But right now,
Now,
he's staying there. He said he ain't having trouble making the weight, so he's gonna stay there right now.
the WBC they need to do what they did for Canelo with 168 and put the title on the line for Shakur Murataya, and then let Zepeda fight Yadi Herrera. Yadi Herrera is there as the interim, so they're doing a lot. Maybe Zepeda versus Yadi Herrera needs to happen.
I don't think they're gonna do any favors for Shakur.
Mm, mm.
I don't think they're gonna do any favors for Shakur. Now maybe if it was Raymond Murata and Williams Zepeda, maybe they'd do it. But I don't think they're gonna do any favors for Shakur. Off of what Shakur said about the WBC, he don't need the belt and all that stuff. I don't think they're gonna do him any favors. I'd be surprised if they even have him ranked in the WBC.
Dez, what's up, bro? Appreciate you hitting the chat. Let me say this too, though, man. I appreciate all the love and support. I'm not getting all of the comments, so I appreciate you. Thank you for the viewership. If you support the channel, help the channel grow. I appreciate you, but all the comments are not coming through. It happens on TikTok and it happens on YouTube. It's nasty work because you got to connect with your people. So don't ever think I'm purposely not seeing you. We're gonna get Maj in the chat that's greeting people, things of that nature in the future. I mean it's Friday, of course, right? But when you got Maj in the chat, um, they see more than we can see a lot of times from StreamYard. They don't block out. They block out some of the messages for whatever reason. Appreciate you pulling up, baby. Appreciate you pulling up, bro. Um, so yeah, free. So outside of that, I mean, 135 is really kind of wide open in a sense, and it's just gonna be interesting to see how many fights Tank. Like, I think I want to see Lamont versus Zepeda. I want to see that fight,
Yeah, that's
and
for the
then the
title.
and then the winner fight Tank.
I mean, yeah, Lamont versus Williams Zepeda, that's a good fight. That's for the WBC title. Um, I don't know how Lamont Roach is doing that fight. I mean,
There, what's
he
happening,
had
bro?
trouble.
Appreciate you
He
pulling
had
up.
he had a little bit of trouble in the earlier rounds with Pitbull Cruz. Williams Zepeda is a similar fighter, but he throws a lot more shots uh Pitbull Cruz do. So I don't know how Lamont Roach is doing that fight. If he get a third draw back to back to back, we gotta start calling that man Drummond Roach. We gotta start calling that man get a third draw in a the third draw in a row. Man, he's on that Cambosa's level. Cambosa's had what, three split decisions in a row?
Yeah, it was nasty work, but yeah, he was edging all those fights, but at least he was winning. Man, yeah,
Right.
Lamont, you right. He gonna have to change his name to Drummond. Hey, let me say this, man. Shout out to my brother FaZe, man. Appreciate you, FaZe the Great. Supporting the channel, man. Joining the membership, putting some color in the chat. We need that. Listen, we got members only panel. If somebody bless the Cash App or the PayPal, like Ja did the other day, I'll open a panel up. They say, hey, open the panel up. I'll open it up, right? But we got to do things to ensure that the members, man, it's Friday. It's Friday. Shout
Yeah.
out to AB. Come on, AB. Listen, teamwork made the dream work. Man, my brothers want to see the channel do well. They want to support the channel. They want to see the channel do well. Listen, $7 a month, man. Hey, every little bit help. And we got a raffle coming April 1st. Everybody's got an active membership. We're gonna have it. Somebody gonna win a $50 cash app. I don't know who we gonna spin the wheel and see. But I appreciate y'all putting the color in the chat and supporting the channel, yo. Let's go. Y'all want to see a brother doing the right thing, man. It's a lot of other things we could be doing. We fellowshipping, we networking, we controlling the atmosphere. We having boxing conversation with no cursing. And that's just what it come down to, man. Doing things the right way. Shout out to my brothers. And look at AB said I had to get my dog right. Appreciate you, bro. That mean a lot, man. That mean a lot. I appreciate you for real. For real, bro. That's real love. That's real love. Man. Hey, man. Listen, if y'all want to click the link, we gonna talk about this Tank Davis a little bit more. And it's Friday, man. We got a lot going on. We could do some predictions. Anybody want to pull up and give predictions for the weekend for Moses fight or Fondora Thurman? Click the link, pull up. Members, of course, and then we gonna go from there, right? Now, Free. Let me ask you this real quick. While we here now, do you feel like this means that Shakur is going to go back to 135, no questions asked, or do you feel like that would be only if the WBC was going to make it make sense? Or what's your thoughts, man? Do you feel like Shakur and Tank can happen at 135 without it being a unification?
Hey, I mean, it can. I think that fight is bigger than the titles. I think it doesn't matter whether these guys got the titles or not. People want to see that fight. So that's one of those fights. The titles don't matter. The titles will be a bonus, but it doesn't matter. The titles don't make that fight. Um, I don't know if Shakur goes back to 35 because outside of fighting Tank Davis, what is the purpose of him going back to 35? He's not a champion down there. Um, there's really no fights that he really wants down there but a Tank Davis fight if he wants that fight. Um, I don't think he wants a Raymond Muratalla. I don't think he wants a Nula Mason fight. It doesn't really do anything for him by fighting those guys. Um, so I don't know if he goes back to 35, but I wouldn't be mad if he did. I just don't know if he will.
I'm with you on that, man. Let me talk to AB. AB, what's happening,
Yo,
bro? Listen, shout out
challenge.
to you. Shout out to you, the color in the chat, the membership. Hey, man, appreciate you, bro. Man, listen, that meant a lot. Now, let me get you on some boxing, right? What you think about the WBA reinstating Tank as the full champion at 135, and then Pitbull Cruz going from 140 to 135? Do you like that fight, or is that an issue? Talk to me.
I don't like that fight, and I fuck with Tank, but I don't like that fight. I feel like that's a bullshit fight. Oh, let me chill. Let me chill. My bad. I don't like that fight.
Yeah, I appreciate you, AB. I had to throw Shelton Moore off the show the other day. I ain't want to do that to Shelton Moore. I had to throw him off the show. Listen, no cursing on B3SPN. No cursing at all on B3SPN. We gotta talk like gentlemen. We got a lot of people listening and watching in. It's a lot of young people watching us as well. You never know who listening. We gotta be examples. But I appreciate my brother AB cooking on this. Now, AB, like when you see Tank Day, like you say you don't like the fight now,
Mm-mm.
do you feel like Tank going back to 135 forces Shakur's hand to go back to 135? Like that's his biggest fight?
Yeah, it's definitely his biggest fight, but I don't think he doing it to force his hand. I just think he just trying to get an easy fight. And honestly,
Mm.
Shakur Stevenson, Keshan Davis, Richardson Hitchens, Tank. That's what they want. If we be like, and I'm just being fair. That's just what these guys want. They just want to have easy fights. Um, they really don't want to challenge themselves too much. That's just being real. That's just what I see. Because now it's excuses now. With Tank, it was, oh, he not a draw. But then you fighting people who not draws. And then you got Shakur Stevenson, Keshan Davis, Richards, and Hitchens. They all friends. And then we got to throw Gary Antoine Russell in the mix because he's friends with them as well. You know what I'm saying? So all these dudes, they want easy fights. They want easy pickings. They don't want to challenge themselves. And I was thinking about it today. It's like none of these dudes, they don't want to prove who the best fighter. They just want to prove who got the best performance. So that's where I'm at with it.
One of my mods that's watching. If you can undo that, undo that. I ain't mean to do that to 309. Shout out to 309. I was trying to highlight your comment, bro. Um, but don't that stuff don't be permanent on this channel for whatever reason. But one of my mods may have to bring you back on the other side if they can. If they can see it. Bring back 309. He was saying that he was saying he thought that Floyd Schofield was gonna fight for the title. And I mean, Tank jumped the line. I mean, Tank rightfully so. He was in position. He was the champion. Um, the WBA, they made a business decision.
That was that
They,
was that was Floyd Schofield's fault. He should have went ahead and fought Lamont Roach when they was asking him to fight Lamont Roach. He
yeah,
procrastinated, and they never made a title fight for the Kid Austin fight. So Tank Davis came back before anybody fought for that title. They said, okay, we'll give you your title back. I mean, you got to look at it from the business aspect for the WBA. Who are they going to make more money with? Are they going to make more money with Kid Austin, or are they going to make more money with Tank Davis, regardless of who Tank Davis fights? So they looking at it as the business aspect. We can get more money if Tank Davis is the champion over Kid Austin. Kid Austin, mad,
But
so be it. We, we, we,
but you
we
want
looking at we looking at the money.
but you want to tell you the thing though. The thing with that is I don't think they knew that Tank was gonna get that belt back. I feel like they thought they was gonna get a vacant title fight, and they didn't want to fight. They definitely ducked Lamont Roach. They definitely ducked Lamont Roach. They thought they were gonna fight somebody else for a vacant title. That's why they was upset and was calling out the WBA for giving Tank his belt back. Because reality, I don't I don't think Kid Austin can beat Tank.
no, he can't be Tank.
I don't think he beat Tank or Lamont Roach, to be honest with you. That's why he didn't want the Lamont Roach fight.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, Renee. I mean, shout out to Renee to Let's Get On. He kind of showed us where we need to how we need to view things. I mean, even the Haskell Rose fight with Kid Austin. So I think Lamont was gonna be too much. Like it's just I mean unless he land that big shot, like come on, we all know Floyd got power.
And let me tell you something about that. Because you know me with the whole power thing. I don't think he really punching like that.
Mm.
I'm gonna tell you why. Y'all remember? I forgot who the dude was, man. But this was like I was a couple fights in, watching Kid Austin career. You remember that Brazilian dude that he fought, or he was like Dominican looking or
I
Brazilian?
know who you talking about. And took him the distance. That was his first time going the distance.
Yeah, and the dude was like holding him, and
Hmm.
didn't he get disqualified in that fight, or they let it go through?
That was another fight. That was
Yeah, that's
another
the one.
fight with his opponent, the Suarez. You talking about Estri Suardo. It's like Estri Suardo or something like that.
I forgot. I don't
And
know,
he
but the
and he
dude,
was and yeah, he got disqualified against Floyd,
yeah, him, like,
against Kid
uh,
Austin.
yeah, my bad. I forgot.
I'm gonna
I
pull
don't
it.
even
I'm
know.
gonna, I'm gonna pull Bella Faith out of watch mode. You call Kid Austin Floyd. She said, "Nah, call him Schofield."
Nah,
Yeah, yeah.
for
I
real.
don't, I don't, I don't even call him Floyd. I call him Kid. I call him
Yeah,
Kid Austin.
But he couldn't knock that dude out. That was my point. It's like
yeah.
he couldn't do nothing with that dude, and he was hitting that dude with everything. Garone, he was hitting that dude with everything. Kid Austin, it's the same thing I seen with Brian Norman. Like, yeah, they do okay with people that's gonna stand in front of them, and people that give him a good shot. And if anybody get a good shot, they'll hurt somebody. I don't think Kid Austin punching like that for real. That's why I feel like if he would have fought Shakur, Shakur would have stopped him.
Mm.
Yeah, I think everybody jumped out the window with that whole power with Kid Austin because of what he did to Tevin Farmer. They gotta look. They gotta pay attention to what they saying. He caught Tevin Farmer when Tevin Farmer was coming in, and he wasn't expecting a shot coming back from Kid Austin. When he got caught with that shot, he wasn't expecting Kid Austin to throw that punch. That's how he got caught. Is that we all know the punch that hurts you is the one that you don't expect, and that's what it caught Kevin Farmer by surprise. That's why he got wobbled. Then if you look at the Devin Haney punch that caught Brian Norman Jr. Devin Haney caught Brian Norman in between shots, and Brian Norman wasn't expecting Devin Haney to throw a shot, and he caught him and rocked him. So I mean, the I think he can punch, but I don't think he has that power that everybody say he has. I think it's the power that if he hits you on the button, yes, he can wobble you, he can hurt you, but it's not that one knockout power. I haven't seen that from Kid Austin.
Hey, he could have fooled everybody with that Tevin Farmer performance, cause he walked through Tevin. It was like Tevin got hit with like a sledgehammer or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did. He did.
so that was the performance of his life. Though that was a great performance, man. And but it's unfortunate he's been inactive since then. So now he really kind of lost a lot of momentum.
Because he don't want to fight. Man, these dudes, what I'm learning, they don't want to prove to be the best. They just want to prove that they got a good performance, a great performance against who we don't know. They do everything but fight the fights that we want to see. Richards and Hitchens, them dudes is crazy, bro.
Now, yeah, hopefully Africa go up to 147 or go to Zuffa or something like do something like I don't want to see that 140 Hitchens anymore. I'm gonna be honest with you.
He's scary,
Because
bro.
yeah, because like who was the last person he fought at 140? Is it still Cambosis?
And we don't know why he fought Cambosis. We
No,
don't
we
know
know
why.
why.
It was
We know
Cameroon.
why. That was a money fight. That was just to
Man,
pick up a little bit of money.
I don't even think that was a money fight. Cause for real, if he wanted a money fight, he could have fought anybody else and got way more money.
Now,
Well,
now that
Pitbull, he could
was
have fought
you got
Pitbull.
that's the most money for the least amount of risk. My bad.
now that was that,
I'm
that
about
was a that was a name recognition fight because
Yeah,
Cambosis was in there with Loma, he was in there with Devin, so people knew who Cambosis was. That was a name recognition fight. It wasn't about the money. I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
you're right.
he got a nice little purse for that, but it wasn't about the money. It was about the name recognition.
I mean, that's cool, but think about it. People got names and they snitches. We knew Cambosis the last time we seen Cambosis, he got stopped by Lomachenko with a body shot. So
Yeah.
it's like that fight was
That,
just that was
That was a
crazy.
cherry pick, bro.
that's
Definitely
why I
was.
wasn't. That's why I wasn't impressed with the Africa stoppage. I was like, the man just came off a stoppage from Loma. Loma just stopped the man to the body. I'm not
Yeah,
impressed.
right. Alone was a
He
lot
fought a he
smaller than
fought a
Richardson
he fought a
Hitchens.
guy he fought a guy that never fought at that weight class before, and he's coming off a stoppage already. I'm supposed to be impressed because you stopped a smaller guy that's coming off a stoppage? No, I'm not impressed by that.
Okay, it wasn't just me. Everybody on mute. Okay, I thought my audio may have went out.
No, no, no. Yeah, we went on mute. I had some wind blowing in the background. I didn't want to be
Appreciate you, Free.
interfering.
Nah, I appreciate you because we want the audio to be good, so I appreciate you, Free. And I just want to say again, my bad, 309. Hopefully we can get you back in the building. You know what I'm saying? Because you definitely shouldn't get banned for not saying anything wrong. I mean, that's OD. I'm thinking back on when I got when they banned me from commenting in Fanon shit. I don't know if it was Fanon or somebody else, but I was trolling. I deserved it, you know. You know what I'm saying? So it happens. It happens.
Yep.
You already
We
know.
all do it. We all do it once in a while.
Yeah. Hmm.
But
Because
yeah,
they don't want to.
I
They don't
think
want to hear. They don't want to. They don't want to hear no. Nah, go ahead, cook free.
no. I really want to know what is Shakur going to do because I heard my man Knockout said the other day, and it actually made sense. If Shakur is
Is extremely quiet right now. If you're a free agent, you'll be trying to get some fights or trying to get with a promotional company to make a fight. He ain't doing nothing right now. This man is sitting back chilling.
These dudes be scary. That's why he ain't pushing no
Yeah.
action. Only thing we've been seeing from Shakur when it comes to making a move is him getting on these podcasts and talking about Devin Haney, Brian Garcia, and Conor Ben. Peep the game. Guys that's not even in his weight division, and guys that in a weight division that he said he don't even want to fight in without a rehydration clause. That's my whole thing with Shakur is like it's like a smoke screen. He just be saying anything to take our minds off of what's at task. Bro, you supposed to be calling out Gary Antoine Russell, Richards and Hitchens, at least Pitbull, Lamont Roach, a dude that you say you was gonna fight, but you didn't never do that, which I don't know why. Or or Keshan Davis. I'm still confused why he ain't saying none of these guys' name. And I'm gonna be real. Gary Anton Russell definitely disappointed me when he got on that mic and was saying that he wants Shakur last. That was crazy. Then Shakur, he just had to grab the mic and tell the world, me and Keyshawn prayed together. These dudes is sad, bro. These dudes is sad.
Hey, hey, listen. I think I'm gonna be honest with you, AB. A lot of it is like showbiz, you know. And I say
Man,
that, and
listen.
the only reason I say that is to say this: if, like, for instance, what's easily accessible is not inexpensive, you know. But if it's something that you can't get your hands on, it's worth a lot. So that's
Look
all
at
they doing. They trying to make it seem as if certain things is never going to happen,
but
because they want to get the most money.
but listen though, this the crazy part. They got the same how they got the same manager and they still not trying to fight. Ain't that something? Ain't it something?
Oh,
And
that
isn't
I
it
mean that's the
awesome?
way not to fight.
That
But
that
look,
that was
that's
that
the
was the
that's the
purpose.
yeah, that was the
That
but
was the
look,
purpose.
purpose.
but look, the crazy part is they wasn't even on. They didn't even have the same manager up until last year. And Abdullah
Nah,
Mason, ironically enough, they Abdullah Mason was in Shakur Stevenson's sparring camp or camp or whatever, right? For the sparring. Ironically enough, he ends up signing to Jay Prince too. And ironically enough, Keyshawn Davis be pressing him every time he seen him. Ain't that crazy?
but Abdullah
Yeah.
Mason been with Jay Prince. He been with Jay Prince. He didn't just sign with Jay Prince. He been with Jay Prince for a while.
Oh well, how
But
did my
Yeah.
Abdullah already told him, I ain't got no brothers but the four brothers that's standing with me. I want all these dudes. He already told him. All that friend stuff, nah, I'm not with that. I want to fight these dudes. That's why he keep talking to Keyshawn. He like, gonna fight. Keyshawn said, whatever, gonna fight. He said, what? Keyshawn, oh, I'm pulling teeth. The man said, whatever. You're the A side. Send him an offer. He said, my team already reached out to Jay Prince. He's like, my team already reached out to Jay Prince about making a fight with you. So Keyshawn, he's pulling your card. Everybody act like Keyshawn was pressing out Abdullah Mason. I'm like, y'all not listening to what the man is saying? Y'all just looking at the whole act that Keyshawn is putting on. But y'all not paying attention to what Abdullah Mason is saying. When Abdullah Mason said, he said, I'm gonna call him right now. He said, call him. Put him on speaker. Did Keyshawn put him on speaker? No.
Keyshawn
He
coochie,
was
bro.
He did, but even if he did or didn't call him, these dudes are private. They not about to. They don't want to talk in front of cameras and all that other stuff. So that was already just a bad look. But I'm with you, free. These guys is not fighting. They all under the Prince banner. Prince is gonna move them strategically to benefit him and to benefit the company. So we gotta look at them like as a like I don't know. The fighter had to be super big for them to fight.
man. Keyshawn don't want that smoke with Abdullah Mason. He never wanted that smoke with Abdullah Mason. Never wanted that smoke.
He do.
Mm,
No,
Won't tell you why he do.
I heard it. I heard it straight from Bomac. I asked Bomac myself. It's still the live is still up. I said, Bomac, would y'all make that fight with Abdullah Mason? He said, hell no. We're not making that fight. Fuck no. Why would I do that? No,
mm,
they don't want that fight. And this was before Keyshawn was even a champion. He
mm.
said, hell no, we don't want that fight. I asked him myself.
Is
I
that
got
because
people that was
was
on
he
the
trying
live
to say
was a
was he
witness.
now free? Did he say that because Abdullah's a young guy and he was just still on the way up?
No, I was literally talking about. I said I was talking and I said, Keyshawn don't want that fight with Abdullah Mason. They were like, man, they'll make that fight in a heartbeat. I said, dog, Keyshawn don't want the fight with Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason, he's gonna expose Keyshawn. And Bomac was in the chat. They were like, man, we can ask Bomac. I said, Bomac, do y'all want the fight? Would y'all make that fight with Abdullah Mason? Bomac literally, his words verbatim was, hell no. We're not making that fight. Why would we do that?
Mm. Shout out to T Hill pulling up, man. The West Coast is awake. Appreciate you pulling up, T Hill. Man, let me bring Jai in on this. Jai, how you feeling today, man? Good to see you on the panel.
What's
Uh,
good with y'all? Peace and blessings. Panel in
man,
the chat.
man, we definitely building. Man, shout out to my brother FaZe and Cloud and my brother AB for joining the membership. Uh, putting that color in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank God it's Friday. Now, Job, man, let me ask you this real quick. Tank Davis is being reinstated as full WBA champion for the 135. And the talks are that he's gonna be fighting Pitbull Cruz for his full title. Talk about that fight and what's your thoughts on Tank being reinstated coming back to the sport of boxing?
First, I wanted to say I'm tired of hearing people try and write fighters off in general, especially if they old and they ain't even take no damage and they don't even got a whole bunch of losses on their record and stuff. But like far as Tank being reinstated, this what we want. This good news. This great news. He fighting Pitbull. That's gonna be a action packed fight. This is great. That's how I feel about that. And then he been reinstated. Then everybody who was trying to dog him out, now they just look like, that that didn't play out well.
Well, hey,
They was literally trying to say, don't even talk. They were trying to write take off.
well, the reason why Jai is because he was going into exhibition boxing. So that's all. So it was just throwing people off a little bit. They didn't know people was real nervous. Like if he got that payday, that we'd never see him again. So
I
he
think
was a
it's just
little
because it's
worried.
special. Plenty of fighters do exhibitions or do whatever they want. And people got they picks who they gonna come at a certain way.
I agree with that. I agree with that. B Triple TV, what's
Nobody ain't
happening
right.
to
What's his name? Off when he fought Jake Paul.
you?
They did him dirty. They should owe him money, and Jake Paul should get sued for defamation.
Mm.
And all the ladies who backed Jake Paul should get sued for defamation as well.
Oof. Based on how they ran it was kind of like a smear campaign. when the fight got called off. I'm with you. I remember. I definitely remember. I
So
feel
like
like
the fire needs the air.
yeah. Nah, but what this thing with Tank is he's a lot of people's favorite fighter.
Like the fire needs the air.
So that's really what it come down to. Jordan fell off. He coming back. Ja couldn't hear us, so he fell off. He coming back. Hey, if you in the building, tap the like button, hit the follow, help the channel grow. Put some color in the chat if you can. It's definitely Friday. Uh, I know you got paid. Don't hesitate to put $2 in the chat. Put us put something in the chat. Shoot, I ain't asked but say, listen, on TikTok, it's people getting $600 TikTok universes, you know. It's, you know what I'm saying? The $400 lions. Like now of course TikTok getting like 50% of that, but that's happening like every almost like every minute as we speak, you know? Somebody sending somebody something. It's a lot of money being made over there. Listen, help the channel grow. We're gonna build both. We're gonna build both platforms. We're gonna build both platforms. I'm doing my best so that way we can just sit, you know what I'm saying, do the work and not have to worry. And then we can bless others. That's why I'm doing the raffle. If we ain't even a month in and I'm already giving away all the money we made from the last month, you know what I'm saying? $50 back to the community because at the end of the day, it's a team, it's a network. You can't. No man can be an island unto himself. Uh, it take the support of the people. Thank you, Dez, man. Dez put some color in the chat, man. Shout out to Dez. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, that's real love. Color in the chat, helping the channel grow. Yeah, say and then think about it. You'll be able to say you helped build a channel. You be like, I built this guy up to $1 million. Don't you know?
No, don't say that.
But that's I started the Make a Million campaign job because I know don't say that because you don't want to
You
tell people business, but I
you
started it
saying it
because
is cool though, but
right, right, right. I'm with you. I'm with you. I know what you mean. And so but nah, I'm thankful for everybody that supports the grind and supports the channel. It's a grind. It take the support of the people. So that's why I definitely, man, we show up on Fridays, you know. We show up when we can. We got the members Discord coming. I mean, I have it. We're gonna start putting our people in there. I got a way to touch everybody or reach everybody right now, you know, that I'm in contact with. So the Discord is not really a necessity, but we're gonna put it so that way other people can contact each other without me, you know, and it just, you know, the middleman is the Discord, you know, just the platform. So we'll put all our members in there, business professionals in there, so they can network, get different things from different sectors of business. You know, they may need some to talk to somebody in the medical field, or they may need to talk to free about anything, policing, security, anything. You know, I mean, we got well-rounded people around us. That's why we don't have any cursing on the platform because I mean, that's the environment we want to set. We want to set a environment of gentlemen, you know, educated individuals, you know, that can fellowship with one another, disagree with one another, but at the end of the day, we don't have to, you know, stone each other. Um, Cook on that, Free. What's going on? You was about to say something, Free?
Yeah, now I was thinking about the pitbull and tank fight and see somebody in the chat disagree with it.
Uh
And
huh.
you gotta understand the reason why Tank Davis is taking that fight. It's not a matter of is it a good fight, is it a fight that the people want. It's a money fight for Tank Davis. Tank Davis lost a lot of money. He missed out on the Jake Paul fight. He missed out on the Lamont Roach rematch, and then he had to pay his lawyer all this money in Baltimore and in Florida. He
Yeah.
had to pay those cheap. So he's telling I gotta get back and get back. The biggest money fight right now for Tank Davis is Pitbull Cruz.
Now let me
Pitbull
say
got a whole
this.
country behind him.
Yeah, but and the thing and Now he had to pay all them. Now he got to pay the WBA again. He said, "Hold on, we need that belt back. Run that belt back." That way, Tank is the A side. Tank is comfortable with the WBA and how they do things, and now they get up. Now he's back, and I agree, Free. I mean, the most realistic money fight for Tank or big money fight for Tank is Pitbull Cruz rematch. Now, if Lamont would have got the victory over Pitbull, we already know what fight we'd be getting. That's why they fought.
Yeah,
So Lamont not getting the job done actually kept this fight on the table for Tank.
yeah. Because if Lamont would have beat Pitbull Cruz, Tank Davis would be fighting Lamont in a rematch. I don't think Pitbull Cruz would even be in the realms of getting a rematch with Tank Davis. But then though Pitbull Cruz quote unquote had a close fight with Tank Davis because Tank Davis had one hand and Lamont Roach fought for a draw. Fought Pitbull Cruz to a draw, and Tank Davis and Lamont had a draw. Um, Tank Davis like, okay, which fight is going to give me more money? I know Pitbull, his name has been growing since the last time we fought. He got a whole country behind him. He got a lot of people on the West Coast that's behind him. I can make way more money fighting Pitbull Cruz than I can rematching Lamont Roach. We fighting to the same fan base. The
Hey,
African
Free, let me
American,
ask you this.
they want to support us anyway.
Let me ask you this, Free. Pitbull Cruz, do you believe I mean him cutting? I mean, is there a world where he doesn't make 135? I know he's a shorter guy, but
Say
he
that
he's
again?
ki- I said, do you see a scenario where Pitbull Cruz doesn't make 135?
No, no. I, I,
Okay.
Pitbull Cruz, like you said, he's a short dude. He was blowing himself up to make 140,
Mm.
and he didn't have no real pop on his punches at 140. Now, yeah, he stopped Rolly, but Rolly, we all know his chin is questionable. He got stopped by Tank Davis, or knocked out by Tank Davis. He got rocked by old man Barroso. He got rocked in sparring, and then he got in there with Pitbull Cruz. So his chin is questionable. But other than that, Pitbull Cruz hasn't been really rocking anybody at 140. So no, I think he can make 135 fairly easy. I don't think he's gonna have any problems.
He definitely rocked Roach though in their last fight.
You said what?
Yeah, he did. Pitbull, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just don't. I mean, Pitbull Cruz, he's what 5'3". I don't see it being a problem for him making 135. I mean, it's only a 5 pound difference. And I know people say, "Oh, 5 pounds is a lot." It's a lot when you are a person that's growing out of the weight class. It's not a lot when you just moved out of the weight class because you wanted to move out of the weight class.
Yeah, he just had some fight opportunities at 140. He became champion at 140, so I
Yeah,
understand it.
there's
It's
five money
business.
fights for Tank Davis. There is not five money fights for Tank Davis at 135. There's only
I
one
love this
fight.
Pitbull fight too. It's good for business because like I feel like some people who previously might have been like wanting Tank to win will want Pitbull to win just because he ain't fighting who they want him to fight at the time they want him to fight him, which just gonna bring more fans. Like he gonna definitely sell out for sure, even more the same way people wanted to see Floyd lose. Just because Tank ain't like letting people control his narrative and his career, they gonna definitely want to tune in. They gonna want to see anybody to beat him or make a draw with him. That's gonna be a W for them.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's definitely a segment. It's definitely a segment of people that's not gonna want to see him do well. We all encounter that in life. Um, man, I know that story all too well. So hopefully, I feel like the right amount, but like I'm saying, the supporters in the event is why you get. That's why when Free talk about having a country behind you, is a lot of people that don't want to see you do well. They may not have 70 for a pay per view. They gonna bootleg your fight. Um, and
That's
they may not,
that,
you know what I'm saying.
that's
But
the
worst of
other
all,
thing.
they'll probably speak unfavorably about you to the point where other people will have a type of, try to steer other people against you. I think that's the nastiest part of it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, let
Yeah,
every man
More
got,
money, more problems.
we already said
yeah.
if Shakur come back to 135, that's probably the biggest fight for Tank Davis. But we don't know if Shakur's coming back to 135. Shakur is the champion at 140. We don't know if he's coming back to 135.
What leverage he gonna have? Because I feel like the only reason he even talking about
So he,
135 still is because
if,
Tank.
if he wanted
Exactly.
the amount of money that he wanted when he was a champion, now that he's not a champion, he's definitely not getting that amount of money. Now that he's not a champion,
He
that
sound
was
like he think he could just beat anybody though. Like he been sounding like that, but I think he like, cause I felt like the whole time like it don't really matter about the belt when it come to you wanting to fight Tank. If you beat him, you set for life. Like just yeah,
yeah.
as far as the
That's what I
clout
said earlier.
and the money. So it's
That's
like
what I said earlier. That fight with Tank Davis and Shakur, that fight, the belts don't matter, but the belt gives a fighter leverage on discussing how much his purse is going to be because now he has something to offer. Right now, he don't have anything to offer Tank Davis except for a name. That's
yeah,
the
I'm
only
saying
thing
I
that he
think
has to offer
Shakur
Tank
he
Davis is
he
a name.
beyond the point of like, oh, I need this amount. I think he confident in himself where he feel like I'm gonna just beat you because I'm just that much better than everybody in the around this weight. So I'm about to just take your name. That's how I feel. That's how he coming off to me lately.
Mm.
I mean, like I said, I don't even know what Shakur want right now. I don't think Shakur know what he want right now. This man said he wanted to fight Pitbull Cruz. He said he wanted to fight Lamont Roach. He said he wanted to fight Devin Haney, Ron Garcia, Conor Ben. I don't know who the dude want to fight.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. The way if Netflix if Conor Ben got 15 million to fight Regis, if I'm Shakur, that's what I want to fight at. And Conor Ben fight, I think April 11th. It's April 11th. Yeah, I would if I was Shakur, that's what I would go after.
But see,
I'll
that's
go
the
after
thing
Cause that's
though.
Lamont.
some crazy money.
If
But see,
Tank
that's the
fight
thing though.
Pitbull, I try to fight Lamont at the
But see,
same
but
around the
see
same
the
time
thing is,
on the same
with
card.
Conor Ben getting 15 million,
I think Lamont about to fight Zepeda for the vacant WBC.
but see, Conor Ben getting 15 million. You know why Conor Ben can get that amount of money from Netflix and they don't feel bad about it? Because he has a whole country behind him too.
Yeah, everybody's gonna tune into that fight.
Right.
But
He
not
has
only
a
that, he
whole
got
country
Fury
behind
on the
him too.
card too. So that's what I'm saying. But that's like, hold on, that's like double dipping in the same market. It's like, so you gotta have Conor Ben and
Oh,
Fury.
Fury fighting on that card too?
Yeah, that's Fury Mahmoudov card.
Man, nobody care about no damn Fury. They coming to see Conor Ben. They don't care about no damn
He
Fury.
said the people going to see Conor.
No,
Let's
they
go.
coming that's all I'm tuning in for. I'm tuning in to see Conor Ben. I don't care to see no damn Fury. Talking about the
Oh,
king
with
is
you,
back.
Fury.
The
I
king
thought
is
Fury's gonna retire, man. Fury.
the king got knocked off his throne and then he went back to try to get it back and got knocked out of his kingdom. That nigga in the same country anymore. That man Usha didn't get you off the throne and out of your own kingdom.
Coach Eddie said Fury going to sleep.
Who you talking about, Daz? You are not excited to see them fight.
Uh
I think he was talking about Tank and I think he was talking about
oh,
Tank.
shout out to Blaze. I see you, Blaze. Salute to the family, man. Salute to y'all, man. Appreciate everybody pulling up. Uh, now, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man.
Who you
I-
get excited to see fight right now, Des?
Right now, to be honest with you, the only person that I'm excited to see right now is May 2nd. I want to see what David Benavidez do.
Yeah, with the upcoming fights, that is, yeah, of course, David at David at 200, David
Yeah.
fighting at cruiserweight. I want to see Devin unify the titles against Rolly. I'm excited to see Tank return to the sport and come back and fight Pitbull. Uh,
Uh,
Why you
uh,
want to see
Boots and Xander too.
Des, that you want to see Boots? You get excited to see him
he
fight
said,
who?
Bud don't
What's
fight
the
no more.
reason you don't get excited to see Tank fight?
He said Tank first, didn't he?
No,
He
no,
said he don't,
that's what he
he
was
really
talking about.
trying
He
to
don't
see
want
him
to,
fight.
he don't care to see him fight anymore. He was talking
Oh,
about Tank.
okay. He feel like you don't. He probably feel like he don't love the sport or something.
But hold on, how you say
I'm
Bud?
just
Bud don't
asking
fight no
him.
more. Bud is done. Bud is retired. How you excited to see Bud fight?
I'm just asking
Yeah.
him. Why you not excited to see Tank fight? It sound like it was because it's like the fights that he want to see he not getting, but like you're not really getting that from none of these fighters though.
Well, you got. Well, hold on. That's what I'm saying. Is our expectations have to shift completely because I mean him and Lamont Rose just drew, so they fall to a draw. I don't understand why the Pitbull fight doesn't make sense to everybody. Um,
I think
yeah, I mean,
everybody.
and he's on a layoff too. That's what I'm saying. It's like
I don't
I
really
don't
call it a
know.
layoff. I mean, it is. I mean, he has been out of the ring for a year, but I mean, I don't really call it a layoff like that because he fought twice last year.
Nah, he fought once last year. He only fought
Oh
Lamont.
no, that's right. He only fought once. He was
Yeah,
supposed to fight twice.
If it's anybody else, a year off is definitely a layoff.
I
yeah.
don't I don't really call it
That
year. I
listen,
don't really call it year out of the ring a layoff like that because these guys are only fighting once, maybe twice a year anyway.
If
I
who
don't
was
really call it
fighting in
a
this top three, like Bud,
man. Listen, I'm gonna be
Keyshawn, Devin,
honest.
Shakur, like, well, I don't see no difference. And then, as far as like wanting to see somebody fight, as far as entertaining, definitely want to see all of them fight.
Yeah,
But no, I ain't
yeah.
tripping though.
Javante gonna move it.
They'll have
Javante
him.
gonna move the knees.
yeah. That's why I don't call a
They say
person
he
being out
fights
of the
with
ring for a
nobody.
year.
Wow.
A person being out of the ring for a year, I don't really call it a layoff because these guys only fighting once a year anyway. Bud Crawford has fought once a year for the last 3 years, I mean, three or 4 years of his career. He was only fighting once a year.
They writing Keith off though. He fought last year. They saying he coming out the long layoff.
How
And
many, how many, how many fights
if
did
you watch
Shakur have
Tank, if
last
you
year?
wanted to see him fight ever, and then you saying he never fought nobody you wanted to see, like I don't get that either.
But that's what I'm saying.
Why would you
But
ever
then,
watch him
hold on,
fight
Ja,
at
hold on,
all
Ja.
then?
But then people will push fights like Ryan versus Rolly. Like, you know what I'm saying? They'd be excited to see that. But
I won't get
so
excited.
you never, so bro, that's what I'm saying. You can't. We gotta move on from it, yo. We gotta move on from
Boots
it
is
because
at 154, and he ain't get a chance to
oh,
fight nobody top guys in the division. Core just fought Tio. Devin fought Brian
double A two
Norman.
four.
That's one fight.
Salute, man. God bless y'all for pulling up. Niner
Tank.
game. What's happening?
What was Frank Martin when Tank fought him? What was he ranked in that division?
Was Lamont an easy fight, Niner game? So I mean,
You want to
we
see him
gotta see
fight
what's.
Lamont again,
I
but
think,
you
I
don't want to
think
see him fight.
this is the problem. I think people say that these guys are easy fights because they look at a guy like Tank Davis or Shakur or Devin or whatever, and they think that their skill level is so much better than everybody else. But that doesn't mean that a fighter that they get in the ring with that's in the top 10 is going to be an easy fight. These guys are ranked in the top 10, rightfully so. I don't think that is an easy fight. I would pick the guys to win, but I don't think it's going to be an easy fight. The same way I didn't think that the Shakur and Tito fight was going to be an easy fight until Shakur made it an easy fight. The
Hey, shout out
the
and
Shakur
shout out
and
to Nine
Williams
Again. Shout
Pater,
out to Champ Ross.
and a lot of people
Uh,
say Shakur put on a better performance in the Williams Pater fight. That wasn't no easy fight.
I thought that Williams and Pater would was an easy fight for Shakur. I felt like he didn't have to fight the way he did. He chose to because it was easy, because it was a Pater. And I felt like it was going to be easy when he fought Tio because I felt like he was going little boy Tio just from based off of like old sparring and stuff where I seen Tio. I felt like it's going to still be the same story even though they older now.
Well, three,
yeah, one
two out
thousand
of
percent.
four, two of the four people that you named will never fight each other. Shakur and Keyshawn, they're never going to fight each other.
Right.
And
Tank,
I thought
Tank
that
and Haney
Keyshawn
ain't never
had a
going to fight
better.
each other. Haney, Haney, two weight classes above Tank right now. They never going to fight each other. So the only
Right.
ones that probably will fight will be Shakur and Tank, or Shakur and Haney, or Keyshawn and Haney, maybe Keyshawn and Tank.
I
But
think
if you
Keyshawn
do,
and Shakur is going to fight eventually. I think
I
Shakur
don't,
he be in his feelings like he can't be friends with Keyshawn because that'll hurt his feelings if he lose against him. I don't think he really
I'm gonna tell
care
you
about
why.
if he beat Keyshawn. I think he more concerned about losing to Keyshawn.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't think that Shakur will ever fight Keyshawn because Keyshawn will never be in front of Shakur. They will always make sure Shakur have a step over Keyshawn. Remember, Keyshawn was the one that wanted the Tio fight. Shakur got that fight instead of Keyshawn.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why I think they will fight because I feel like if Shakur feel like he could use Keyshawn to level himself up, like his career up, and then he got the advantage on him, like with the mind control, then I believe Shakur would take that fight because of that. Like I think that's actually his plan. Like he's already setting that up for himself the whole time. That's what I see in that way.
He said, when we gonna get a 50-50 fight out of the Lamar Roach was a 50-50 fight they fought to a draw. That's
And I
about as
think that
close as
Keyshawn
that's
performance
about as
versus
close as 50-50
Ortiz was
you gonna
better
get. When a guy
than
fights to a draw, that's 50-50.
Yeah, I don't see what the issue is. Let me say shout out to Zon. Appreciate you pulling up, helping, supporting the grind, supporting us.
When I
Appreciate you.
heard everybody said that Tank Davis was going to run over Lamar Roach, I kept telling everybody Lamar Roach is a better fighter than y'all think he is.
Tank
He's a
said
better
that
fighter than
himself.
y'all think he is. Everybody like, oh man, Tank Davis. I picked Tank Davis to knock him out as well, but I didn't say Tank Davis was going to walk through Lamar Roach. I thought it was going to be later rounds that Tank Davis was going to catch Lamar Roach with something in the later rounds. But everybody now, man, Tank gonna get him out of here in like six. He gonna get him out of here in like five. Everybody kept saying Tank was gonna walk through Lamar. I was like, nah, he's a better fighter than what y'all think he is.
And that's similar to Devin versus Ryan. They got history since the amateurs that you pay attention to them fight. Them was some close fights. Cause
Yeah,
people
one thousand
say
percent.
Ryan a bum, but they want to see that fight versus him and Devin, and they got history since the amateurs. And nobody really saying Lamont a bum. It's just the fact that Tank rose to the stardom that they writing Lamont off. But like, it's really the same story. Lamont just ain't as popular as Ryan was on social media.
He said Tank is a
Absolutely.
way better fighter than Lamont Roach. That's your opinion. That's not what was on display. We can
Yeah,
only go by what happened in the ring. Your opinion is he a way better fighter. But what was on display was he wasn't a way better fighter.
and
Not
they grew
way
up together.
better,
They had a lot. They
it's
had a lot of
better.
They know each
familiarity.
other very well. They know each other very well. The same
Yeah,
way Ryan knows Devin very well. They fought in the amateurs. They came up fighting in the gyms together. They know each other very well.
Right. Absolutely. Let me bring in Coach Eddie. Coach, man, what's going on? How you feeling today, sir? Appreciate you pulling up on it.
Man, I'm good, brother. I can't complain, man. Enjoying this beautiful day today, man. So
Yeah.
just doing my thing, man.
What's your thoughts on Tank getting reinstated the full champion at 135? And do you feel like Shakur should go down to 135 and get that fight?
Uh, I mean, I ain't really got no problem with the belts, man. Because like I say, the belts, they do it for other people, man. So it is what it is. They elevate guys, they email guys belts, they strip guys, they let guys hold on to the belt for 30 years. So then there ain't no consistency. So I ain't got no problem with him getting the belt. Like I say, he a big star. He's one of the big players in boxing right now. So boxing need a shot in the arm. Because a lot of old guys, they getting out the game. You know what I'm saying? So Tank good for boxing. You know what I mean? Anytime you got a marquee name, that's gonna put eyes on the sport. You know what I'm saying? That's always good for boxing, man. And as far as the matchup, if he fighting Pitbull Cruz, I think that's a solid comeback fight. Because that ain't like no easy touch. That ain't like what Jamal Charlo did, fought Cornflake. That was miserable. At least he fighting the guy that's gonna come to fight. One thing about Pitbull Cruz, you say what you want to say about it. Dude gonna be in shape, and he gonna come to fight. And if you off your game, he gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? So I expect that fight to be competitive. I do believe that Tank will win the fight, but I do think Tank will probably have a little ring rust because he ain't been in the ring for a while. You know what I'm saying? Really, to be honest, man, it's really kind of a hard comeback fight. It ain't just no goddamn alley oop. It's not a layup. Most of the
Now,
time, like
is it a tougher fight than the Lamont Roach?
I think it's a different fight. It's a different fight. I think Pitbull Cruz got more power than Lamont Roach. So I think with Lamont, it's more of a tactical chess match, boxing match. My block against your block. We very familiar with each other. We pretty much got the same fighting style because most of the time when you come from the same city as another fighter, everybody be doing the same thing, man. Everybody doing the same thing in the gym. Everybody mid work look the same. Everybody sparring the same. Everybody got a certain style. Like you got a Philly style of boxing, you got New York style, you got Texas style, you got Mexican style, you got European style. So everybody's pretty much similar to each other. That's why that fight is always going to look like that because of the region that they come from. That DMV region. They all fight in a similar way. You know what I mean? So that fight always gonna be competitive no matter how many times they fight. They fight 10 times out of 10, the fight always gonna be competitive. But as far as Pitbull Cruz, he bring a different element because he more like a rugged type of guy, you know, throwing overhands and throwing bolo punches. He just swinging. You know what I mean? But he do got. I ain't gonna say he just like no caveman. He got a little style about himself. He do what work for him. Whatever he doing is work for him. But it's a hard fight for a different reason. Is that I think it's more of a chance for Tank to get hurt in that fight than fighting Lamont because Pitbull do pack up a little punch and seems like he got a little power, man. So you just can't go in there and just be slipping and get caught with one of them overhands, man. Because you'll mess around and get dizzy. You know what I mean?
Hey, coach,
1,000%.
Yeah,
if you see with Pitbull versus Lamont, that fight that just happened, if you
yeah.
trade Lamont out, same fight though, same exact play out the same way. If you take Lamont and put Tank in his position, do you say that Pitbull beat Tank?
Nah, I don't think so, man. Cause Tank, he know how to do what he got to do to win.
No,
You,
I'm
you
not
know.
asking that. I'm asking if it did the same exact thing that Lamont did, if the fight
Okay,
played
I
out
got
the
you.
same way, would you
Yeah.
say Pitbull really beat Tank and they just gave it a draw?
Nah, I think they would have. I think they would have gave the fight to Tank, man. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I think
not
the
who
difference
they would have gave it to. What is the opinion in your matter? Do you say do
in my
Tank
mind,
do Pitbull
I
beat
think the
Tank?
fight. I think it was the right. I think it was the right call, man. It was the draw. So I think
If
if
he
they
would have
replace
did
Tank,
Tank like he did Lamont, do you think that he really won against Tank? Is there any
nah,
difference in perception if you switch the fighters out?
I switch the
No,
fighters out.
I
I
don't
don't
think.
know.
I don't
I'm
think
trying to kind of confused about what you're asking me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to wrap my head around what you're asking me because
The
I think
same
if Tank
fight
was in it,
play out the same way, right?
yeah,
Not
all
Which
right.
not
fight?
like who they would have gave it to or none of that. Not what Tank would do different. If the same thing happened to Tank that happened to Lamont versus
Oh, they scored
Pitbull,
it a draw. If they would have
do
Oh,
scored
you
it a
look
I
draw.
do
think it
you
would have
look
been. I
at it
think it would have
as
been a draw,
Pitbull
man.
beat Tank? No, how
No,
you
no,
look
no,
at
no,
it?
no,
You
no.
look at it as a draw, or does your
Yeah,
perception change because it's Tank? It's like he really beat him.
I think it was the draw, man, because I think got to think if Tank would have got knocked down,
Right,
I
if
would have
Tank
been
would have
thinking the
got knocked
same way.
down,
Yeah,
you
it
would
would
have
have been.
still been
They
like,
would have
oh, it
called
was
it
a
a
draw
draw.
still.
Yeah, it was a draw because I think Lamont was able to kind of pick it up, you know, in them later rounds, man. You know what I'm saying, and make up the difference.
Mm.
So you know, but I think you know what, it could be a point though.
Just a confused. Let me get in, coach. That's just a
But
confusing question.
if Tank would have got knocked down, they might have gave
Yeah,
it to
it's no
Pitbull.
way in the world if Tank would have got dropped, we would have said that Tank didn't get whooped. Tank, we would say, man, Tank got his behind whooped. That's what people would
No,
say. It don't matter if
I
it
feel
was a
like
close
Pitbull
fight.
got an unfair draw. It should have been
Yeah,
more in his favor.
especially the way Lamont got dropped. I mean, Lamont recovered, of course, because I mean, just what it is. But if Tank got dropped like that, people would go nuts.
hey,
Hey,
Cambosis
but you
beat
know what?
T.O.
That wasn't no.
Cambosis,
He
hold
wasn't.
on.
Lamont wasn't
Okay,
really hurt
let me
because
just.
really he just kind of his glove touched the ground. He really caught himself. Like he didn't fall flat out on his back. He got hit
Man,
with a shot
If Tank
and
just
would have
he
hold
done
on,
went
that,
down. He
coach.
caught
if he
himself
would
and
have
got
did.
back up.
You're not
you
looking
know
at
what
the
I saw?
magnitude of Tank getting dropped.
No, you know what I saw? You know what I saw?
And look,
Like
look,
I
that would be
Cambosis,
Bro,
crazy.
Cambosis beat T.O.
if
though.
Tank hanging around
Hey,
long
coach,
enough, he
hold on
is
for
gonna
one
get dropped.
second, coach. 1 second. If Cambosis beat T.O. the
Real
way
here.
he did, T.O. actually came back and dropped him.
but
And
T.O.
then
got dropped the
everybody
last
just
time.
like, yeah, Cambosis won that. But like Lamont didn't come back and drop Pitbull. And they
Right.
like Lamont got robbed.
It was
But
Bro,
just that
but
he did run off about a 7 round stretch where he won every round for about he did win about it was maybe
I
not
feel
7, but it
like
was about
close
and
6 or 7.
rounds though.
I
Not
want to
even
say
like
something too. And let me say
Yeah.
something real quick, y'all. All knockdowns aren't created equal either. Now, it was to me, it was a technical knockdown because it didn't like he got knocked down. He got spaghetti leg and he went out flat on his back. He got buzzed, went off balance, and he caught himself with his glove. So that glove kind of that's a knockdown. If I remember correctly, Lamont didn't get knocked on his back, right? Am I right? Am I right
no,
about that?
no, you right. You right.
Yeah, he got so he wasn't like out on his feet where he was just super duper hurt. So yeah, technically, yeah, it was a knockdown. But was it like a vicious knockdown? No, it wasn't like what Ryan did to Devin,
I've
or it
never
wasn't like
heard
what
that.
Ted
I've never
Crawford
heard
did to
that.
Gamboa.
Man, if
That's crazy.
Pitbull Cruz bust Tank in his mouth, had him bleeding
Bro,
in his
all
mouth, and
knockdowns
his
are not
and his
created equal, man. I don't care what you say, but you got
exactly that
let
part
That's
me
the
right there.
whole
Hold on, hold
point.
on,
That's
hold
the
on,
whole
hold on,
point.
hold on,
Yeah.
y'all, hold on. That part right there. So every knockdown is not created equal. So if you knock down Devin Haney, it's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? If you knock down Shakur Stevenson, that's a big deal. If you knock down Tank Davis, that's a big deal.
it's
So
how
that's
you
the
get
saying
knocked
the
down.
magnitude of it. It's no way in the world that fight
I
play out
disagree
that
with that.
way and Tank mouth all busted up that we don't think he lost or he got a gift.
I'm,
There's
I'm
no
gonna tell you
way.
what I'm gonna tell you what I
The
think. I'm gonna
the
tell you
the
what I think.
maybe landed jab from Lamont when Tank did the knee was a way bigger deal than Pitbull, obviously, from what coach is saying was way
No,
bigger of a deal than
hold on.
Pitbull actually dropping Lamont.
But see
Clearly.
that's where it begins at. When Tank Davis took that knee, I think what they did was they made up for that. boxing made up for it. They gave Lamont Roach the draw because they said, well, we gave Tank Davis the draw. We're going to do the same thing for you.
But
Oh,
that was
so
but
that was
Lamont probably
unfair to
won. But
Pitbull then. Pitbull should have won then. That's what it sounds like
nah,
you
but
saying.
Pitbull barely won 4 or 5 rounds. I mean, he maybe won
Yeah,
four.
Well,
Pitbull
but
lost.
all
You
them
I
know,
mean,
rounds was
he
close.
lost
It was
really. He
no
got
rounds where it was like definitely just dominated Pitbull.
bruh, I don't know what you watching, job, but I'm gonna have to.
I know what I
Pitbull
was
wasn't. He
watching.
wasn't. He
That's
wasn't.
why it
He
was a
wasn't.
draw.
He wasn't dominating nothing around. He was missing a lot, man.
No, it was like 3 or 4 rounds
What?
where Lamont Roach was clearly dominating Pitbull. There was
yeah.
3 or 4 rounds.
Dominating? That's wild to
There,
me.
there, there was. Go back and watch the fight. There was rounds
What
where
he was
Pitbull
doing
was
them
just
like
he
Shakur
was
did
just in a
T.O.
high
That's what
guard.
y'all saying?
Lamont Roach started coming on in the later rounds, and Pitbull was just in a high guard. He wasn't doing anything.
Pitbull
Matter of
always
fact,
fighting a high
no,
guard.
no, but
I
listen,
got to put. I got a question for you. I got to. It did.
hold up. But there was moments where everybody, when you called the fight live, they would say, I think Pitbull is tired because Pitbull wasn't throwing back. He was just in the high guard. He wasn't throwing back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think somebody. I think if you pull up the CompuBox, I think. I know we don't like the comp. We only like the CompuBox when it helps us, right? So I'm gonna say that with a. I'm gonna preface that. But I think
Okay.
Lamont was the statistic leader in that fight. Punches
Yeah,
landed,
he
punches
was.
thrown. If I remember correctly. But
Yeah, he was.
when it's a fighter we don't like, the CompuBox don't matter. If it's a fighter we do like, then we're gonna pull the CompuBox up.
That's what I'm
You- you-
saying. It didn't matter. It didn't matter when Pitbull he got robbed and he got a draw. Cause that's what Free just said. They made up and
But
gave Lamont
he
the
didn't
draw
rob
when he
though.
really should have lost.
Pitbull
That's what he
didn't
literally
get
just
robbed.
said. But it
Pitbull didn't
mattered
get
with
robbed.
Tank.
If
He didn't
anybody
get
Tank
got
didn't
robbed, it
robbed.
even
was
get
Lamont.
dropped. Tank didn't even get dropped. And that was treated as if he got dropped. And Lamont actually got dropped. And you was like, "Oh, it wasn't really a drop. He caught himself with his glove."
Bro,
Like what?
see that,
He actually got
you
dropped
listening, but
clearly. That's
you
why
hear me,
when
but you're
I'm
not
saying
listening.
like I don't know what fight you was watching. He clearly got dropped, and you trying to say basically he didn't because he caught
No,
himself
God,
with his glove
John,
on the
I'm gonna have
canvas.
to correct
So
John. I'm gonna
I
have
don't
to
know
correct
what
you
fight you
you
was
lying
watching.
right now. You capping right now.
I ain't lying about nothing. What
Let
you
me
talking
correct that
about?
statement. Let
Don't
me
call
correct
me
that
a
statement you
liar.
just said.
Correct
I
that.
let me correct that statement that you
Why I
just made
gotta be
because
a
you
liar
just
all of
lied
a
on me,
sudden?
dog. I didn't say that. I said
What you
technically
didn't
by the
say?
book. I said technically by the book it's ruled a knockdown, but all knockdowns aren't created equal. You
What
have
did I
flash knock.
say? What did I say
You
then?
have. I ain't gonna do this with you today, bro. It's Friday.
You said I was a liar. I'm
I ain't
saying
doing
what
I
what
ain't
fight
doing
are
the
you
rabbit
talking
hole thing
about?
with
Hold
you,
What
on,
bro.
you?
y'all. Hold
I
I
on.
don't
ain't
know
Let me
doing
get
it
in
what
with
you
real
you
was
quick,
today.
Jai.
watching. He got
Jai, you can
dropped,
hear me?
man.
You can hear me,
Yeah.
Jai? Let me get in real quick, right? Uh, I want y'all to finish this out. And shout out to everybody in building. Make sure y'all tap the like button, follow the channel, help the channel grow. We have, we a gentleman here. You see, it's no cursing on the platform. We trying to have a clean platform. So I appreciate all the love and support. Everybody that's following, putting color in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all. FaZe joined the membership today. AB joined the membership today. Dez put some color in the chat. Thank y'all, man. Real talk. Appreciate y'all. Uh, jump in. Go get back in there, Ja.
Coach, I never said that you said it wasn't a knockdown. So why you calling me a liar? I didn't even say that about you. I said what you tried to do was it was different than Tank didn't get dropped. And that was treated like he got dropped. You treated Lamont actually clearly getting dropped. And you just said, oh, he caught himself like with his glove. So it was like a knockdown, but it was just a technical. He got dropped, man. We clearly saw that.
Okay, and
How
like I
what
said,
fight was you watching?
okay, stop for 1 second, please. First of all, Tank didn't get dropped. Okay, so let's say that, right? Can we all agree that Tank didn't get dropped?
That's what I just said.
Okay, so we can agree that Tank took a voluntary knee. That's what it was. Tank never got dropped. He took a voluntary knee, so it's two different things. It's an apple and an orange. Okay, let's clear that up. Second of all,
Not
did
apple and the
Lamont?
orange though.
There's two different things. Tank took a voluntary knee. Lamont Roach got dropped. It was a legitimate knockdown
Yes.
for Lamont Roach. Can we agree on that?
No, it was a legitimate knockdown for Pitbull. He dropped Lamont,
Well,
not the
yeah,
other
you
way
know what I'm
around.
saying. We all know. Okay, we
I
all
gotta
know who
make it
dropped.
clear because there's
Okay,
a
okay.
whole bunch of
Lamont Rose got dropped.
yeah.
Lamont Rose legitimately got dropped by Pitbull Cruz. We can agree on that. Tank took a
Fact.
voluntary knee. It's two different things. Tank took a voluntary knee, his own will. Lamont got dropped by Pitbull Cruz. Now, the reason why I say all knockdowns aren't created equal, we got guys who get flatlined when they get dropped and a stanky leg when they get up. Cool. You got guys who have flash knockdowns. They get hit, they pop right back up, they fine. You have guys that have a technical knockdown where basically you hit, you try to recover, your glove touches the canvas, it's ruled a knockdown. Those are the rules. So in that case, that referee abided by the rules. Yeah, Lamont, you didn't get hurt really bad, but your glove touched the canvas. I'm ruling the knockdown. They didn't abide by the rules when Tank took a knee.
See,
That's the
right
difference,
there, I
brother.
disagree right there. It was no for a reason to even talk about, oh, you didn't get hurt, but I'm gonna call it a knockdown. He clearly got dropped. So
The rules say the
the ref
rules
ain't
state if your glove touch the canvas, it's ruled a knockdown.
it wasn't
So that's what
even
the
it
rules say.
that's not how to knock down, like how you making it seem is disingenuous.
If
He
you
got
get hit,
dropped clear.
if
He
you get hit and you stumble or get hurt,
you
whatever you
just
want to
saying the
call it, and
same
your
thing
glove
again.
and
You saying what
your
a
gloves touch
technical
the ground,
knockdown is.
and your gloves touch the
Right.
ground, it is ruled a knockdown. If the rope,
Right.
if you get
The
hit, hold on,
disingenuous
if you
part,
get be quiet for a minute, please, brother. If you get hit and you stumble up against the rope and the ropes hold you up, that is considered a knockdown.
okay, great. Now, that was irrelevant what you just said. Nobody's arguing that. The
I don't want to
disingenuous
argue at
part,
all, brother.
Yeah,
okay. So you
it's
could stop cutting me off when I'm saying making a
let
point.
me say this. Finish it, cook John, and then we gonna move on from it.
The disingenuous part is even talking about that at all. Like it was clearly he got dropped. That's what you said. We all can agree on that. That's what you said. We don't have to go in no extra nitpicking details. It was clear that he got dropped. What Tank did was perfectly legal. And you try to act like the ref wasn't following these rules or that rules. What Tank did was perfectly legal. That's why he was able to do it. And that's the
Well,
truth.
God, we just gonna
I ain't
agree to
lying about
disagree, brother.
nothing that I'm saying. You could disagree with the truth all you want. That ain't gonna
Well,
change it.
hey,
Hold on, let me say this, John.
just cause you say it true
Let me,
don't mean the true,
coach,
brother.
let me work with John for real quick.
It is
Just for
true
everybody,
though.
just for
Not just
everybody here.
because I'm saying it. It was a legal thing that he did. It was legal.
So break that down for the people, John. Are you saying that he could do it and it's based on the referee's discretion to say it's a knockdown or not, or do you feel like it's just a knockdown for another reason? Break that down for the people, because you saying it's
What
just
you
a
mean by the part about it's just a knockdown for another reason?
well, like why would the referee? So the referee didn't call it a knockdown in this case, right? But does
Right.
he have the discretion to call it a knockdown, a
Yes,
voluntary knee?
he could have had the discretion to call it a knockdown. In Tank's case,
He started counting, brother.
why I can't speak without you jumping in and you said you ain't trying to argue. That mean you gotta let me speak too. Go ahead. I don't even care. Like what he did was legal, like I said. You could disagree with the truth all you want. And yeah, it is up for the referee's discretion. But like it wasn't like, oh, I'm throwing Tank no bone. Like you try to make it seem like the ref was like, you didn't get hurt that bad, so I could you made it seem like the ref could have said that wasn't a knockdown. It was clearly he got dropped.
Is no so what is this no it's no comparison between the two. The
Yeah, but
correlation
that definitely that legal voluntary need because of what was going on with the grease in his eye and stuff was treated the way it should have been treated. That Lamont clearly got knocked down. Not like, oh, maybe it
Travis
was a
Bryan said Lamont
knockdown.
beat Cruz and
Oh,
saying yeah
technically your
Lamont
glove just touched the
technically
canvas, so all right, yeah, it's a knock. Like it was a clear knockdown.
Can I say one thing?
go ahead freak please.
Um, I want to bring into reference Floyd Mayweather when he hurt his hand. He didn't get hit with a punch. His glove touched. He punched somebody. His glove touched the mat. They ruled it a knockdown.
Hmm.
Okay.
But when
What did
Floyd
that
Mayweather,
mean?
but when Floyd Mayweather fought Zab Judah, they didn't rule it a knockdown. His glove clearly touched the canvas. When Zab
That
hit him
was,
with a
And
I think
left,
that was the referee miss. I
a
think the
check right
referee
hook,
missed that.
he may have missed it.
Yeah, he missed it.
it wasn't no
But
missing
but
it with
but
Lamar. That was
technically
clear.
that was
It was a big
technically that was
difference.
nobody's arguing that, Joe. We all agree that Lamont got knocked down. We agree with that. We're not arguing that point. We agree.
Uh-huh.
We we agree with you, brother. It was a legitimate lockdown.
So why is you over explaining that then?
Same way you over explaining taking the knee, bro. You ought to hear yourself, man.
I'm
Go
not
listen to
over
yourself,
explaining
man.
it. I'm not over
You do
explaining
it
it.
all the time. You been took a knee like a year and a half ago, and you still acting like we in court about it. We moved past that, brother.
You
You
sure? Are you sure you moved past that?
I don't care. You the one who vehemently defend Tank every day. We got a big fight coming up. You still talking about a doggone knee.
I
We got
defend
Sebastian
any
Fundora
fighter.
fighting
I
Keith
defend
Thurman,
any
man.
fighter. If it's Tank, that's when everybody start getting, you know, hot in the drawers. But I defend any fighter. I don't like y'all writing off no fighters because of their age and they still active and they still looking good. Y'all try to write Laura off if he wasn't still doing good. Y'all try to write every fighter off.
Who wrote? You must be talking about y'all because I was about to say I got Lord the
Every
number one fighter.
accusation is an admission, brother.
If you feel like it don't apply to you, then you don't even have to get triggered by it. That's a sign.
All right, let me say this. Let me jump in real quick, man. We're gonna get off of appreciate everybody in the building. Thank you for all the color in the chat. Thank you for everybody that's supporting the channel, helping the channel grow. It's definitely Friday. It's a lot going on, and we got action this weekend. I want to start with Coach Eddie. Coach Eddie, we're gonna do predictions on the card this weekend on the PBC pay-per-view card. Let's start with the main event, Sebastian versus Keith Thurman. We're gonna go Coach Eddie, Free, and then close out with Jock.
Well, my heart is with Keith, man, but my mind is telling me Fundora gonna put a whooping on this guy, man. But Keith does have a chance, man. If he can land that perfect shot and get Fundora hurt, that's really the only way he can win, in my opinion. He's gonna have to be by knockout.
Who you got in the fight, Free? What you thinking?
I got Fedor by vicious body shot stoppage in the 10th round. Me too. You still there?
Oh yeah, I'm still here. I was on mute. I was like, wow. So you feel like it's gonna take him a little time to get to the body and break him down.
Yeah, I think Keith Thurman. He's a veteran. He knows how to survive, so he's going to survive for as long as he can. But the thing is, Sebastian Fundora is not the typical opponent that Keith Thurman would be in the ring with. Sebastian Fundora got an 85-inch arm reach. He's 6'6". He ain't got to do nothing but take a couple of steps, and he's in your wheelhouse. So I think Sebastian Fundora, he's gonna beat Keith Thurman up throughout the run. I think Keith Thurman gonna have moments in the fight, but I think eventually Sebastian Fedor is gonna beat Keith Thurman up, and then eventually he's gonna stop him to the body. I think it's gonna be a stoppage in the 10th round.
Man, that's a lot. I appreciate my brother FaZe pulling up today, joining the membership, supporting the channel, helping the channel grow. Nana Gang said, got Keith Thurman by split decision. Let's go. And appreciate you pulling up Nana Gang. And Nana Gang, do I know you from TikTok? I just want to be clear on that. I just wanna know. And salute to you. Appreciate you pulling up. And we're gonna come to you, FaZe, in just a second. Jao, who you leaning towards in the Thurman versus Fundora?
I think this definitely Fondor got a lot of advantages, but Keith also got a lot of advantages that balance it out. And who I'm rooting for is Keith. I think he gonna stop him like old boy stopped Fondor. He gonna knock him out the same way, and Fondor gonna be smiling that same way.
Mm. And my brother Ann McQueen, he said Keith's head moon is gonna have to be stellar. You already know. FaZe, man, how you feeling today, bro? Talk to us, and what's your thoughts on the fight?
Oh man, I'm good, bro. I've been watching the show all day. Um, it's nice to see
Appreciate
that
you.
your boy Tank is gonna be a WBA champion again because
Yeah,
that means Shakur and Tank got to fight to see who wins the lineal belt. You know,
exactly.
you just can't get that bet out to Shakur for fighting Memorial
Yeah,
Tyson. You know
that's
what I
over
mean?
with now. That's done. They ain't into that.
You gotta see that boy. And
Right.
that's cool. Man, I've been sitting here all morning thinking about the Fundora and Keith Thurman fight, and bro, honestly, I'm looking at it. Of course, everybody going for Keith Thurman. I am, man. I like the Keith, theatrics, the speeches, his fights in the ring against guys, his size, you know, goddamn, excuse my French, but it's guys against guys his size, he's pretty phenomenal. You know what I mean? He's great. This guy is 6'6", and I had to sit here and think. I'm like, what am I thinking about when I'm thinking about Keith Thurman winning this fight? And the real thing that I'm thinking about is Keith Thurman's power. Of course, I know he got the lateral movement. Boils down to his power. Do I think that Keith Thurman has what it takes in those gloves to knock Fundora out? Do I think that he can? Because if he can't, and you get one of them Drago moments where it's like Keith Thurman lands a good shot and Fundora just laughs it off and keeps pursuing Keith Thurman, now you got big trouble. You know what I mean? If Fundora could take Keith Thurman's shot, you got big trouble. So I don't know about Keith Thurman's power. I mean, I would love to hear from you guys about how you guys feel about Keith Thurman's power. I can see he's physically bigger. He knocked the other guy out in a couple of rounds. He's expressing, at this age that he's trying to hurt guys and knock guys out at this age. But do you think that Fundora could take Keith Thurman's punch?
You know
Later
what?
in the fight, seventh, eighth round.
I
Go ahead,
think
coach.
so, man. I think that Keith Thurman definitely got enough power to put Fundora down. Because, like you say, one thing about Fundora, he's gonna get hit, man. Every he gets somebody touching, and he's been hit a lot in his career. Erickson Lubin was able to get to him, touch him and hurt him. Of course, Brian Mendoza, Brian Mendoza put him to sleep. We seen Ocampo, he was hitting him. Tim Tszyu was hitting him. So Fundora is gonna get hit. So that's a key right there. If Thurman can hurt Fundora, that's gonna be the telltale sign right there. If he, like you said, if he can't hurt him, it's gonna be a long night. I think Keith has enough power to hurt Fundora, and I think Keith is probably going to be working on body attack. Also, we ain't never really seen nobody with a sustained body attack to Fundora. And Keith is a very, very good fighter, man. Just don't get it twisted. He only got one loss. He's a decorated amateur. He has an extensive amateur career. Was a good professional fighter. He does have experience, and he does have know-how. He does have skill. So he definitely could win the fight.
He's easily the best fighter that Fondora has fought.
Oh yeah, by far. And Mendoza's on that card too. He got added to that card also. And Yo Diablo's on that card too. The Cuban guy, the Cuban middleweight. He's a good fighter too.
Yeah, Yoenli Hernandez. He's fighting Terrell Goucher, the U.S. Olympian. So yeah, we're gonna see. It's gonna be some good work on this card. Um, Everybody went through that one. Now let me ask y'all this. Okay, we're gonna pivot real quick. We're gonna do Moses Itama, Jermaine Franklin. Y'all can hear me, Coach? Can you hear me? Y'all can hear me? Everybody can hear me?
Yeah, you coming through good, brother.
Uh, just go ahead and start us off, Coach. What you think gonna happen, Moses Itama, Jermaine Franklin?
I think Moses gonna stop him, man. I mean, Jermaine, man, it's just like he would kind of remind me of Buster Douglas, man. You know, sometimes he in shape, sometimes he ain't, man. Like his last fight, he wasn't in no shape, man. He came to the ring, he was overweight, stomach sticking out. Now, when he fought AJ, he was on point. He's in good shape, and he put up a good fight. The last fight, he kind of let me down a little bit. I thought he was gonna do a little bit more. But this Moses guy, man, this guy kind of he don't fight like Mike Tyson, but he kind of come out looking for the knockout, man. It's like he ain't trying to fight no overtime. He trying to get you out of there, man. So I think Franklin might mess around and get stopped, man. But Franklin is a tough guy. I ain't never seen him hurt before, but he's a heavyweight boxer, man. And Moses seemed like he been, especially what he did to Dillian White. He took Dillian White apart in one round, man. You know what I'm saying? I know Dylan's a little shot worn. He been dropped before, knocked out a couple times, but I don't know. I think Moses is gonna get the job done. I'm gonna say 4 rounds. Within 4 rounds, I think he's gonna get the knockout.
Free Moses versus Jermaine Franklin.
I'm right there with Coach. I think Moses is going to go out there and make a statement. Nobody's ever stopped Jermaine Franklin, and this will be a big statement for Moses if he could stop Jermaine Franklin. Jermaine been in there with AJ. He's been in there with a couple of other big name fighters, but nobody's ever stopped him. I think if Moses stopped uh, uh, um, Jermaine Franklin, this really put Moses on the map. Everybody gonna say, okay, Moses is ready for that next level because a lot of people still have questions about Moses because he only got 10 fights. They're saying he ain't really been in there with nobody. He hasn't fought on that level yet. Well, if he goes out there and he stops Jermaine Franklin, he's gonna put the whole division on notice. So I got him stopping. I got him stopping Jermaine Franklin. I'm gonna say six. I'm gonna say 6 rounds. I think Jermaine Franklin. I think his boxing ability will be able to give him at least a half a fight. I think he can make it at least a half a fight, and then I think he gonna get caught with something that he don't see coming because Moses got great boxing ability for his size, and his hands is sneaky fast, and he got that power that you don't see it coming until it hits you. And so I think Moses is going to get him in about six.
6 rounds. Ja, you got a take on the fight this weekend, the big heavyweights in the UK, Moses versus Jermaine. With Jermaine, of course,
I,
being
s-
the American champ, American heavyweight, good fighter. Talk to us.
I see that Moses is more disciplined than Jermaine. Um, I don't like the Mike Tyson comparisons 'cause I feel like Mike Tyson boxing ability is extremely underrated. All his footwork and head movement the whole time is like it's underrated just because of how much pressure and like he coming forward and his power. But I feel like if Mike Tyson was like a dancer, he'd probably be the best at it because he probably like in the best shape far as heavyweights that I ever seen with the footwork and head movement. But like Moses, I got him winning. He just looked more disciplined. Not early, like what Coach was saying, more closer with Free saying like probably could get the stoppage, but it's dangerous though, cause Jermaine is he got some slick shots. Like he definitely slick and he looked like he got some real power behind it too. So anything could happen though. But like just Moses look more disciplined and consistent, like he gonna keep staying consistent through the whole fight. So I got him winning.
Yeah. FaZe, how you feel about that matchup, bro?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I never seen Moses fight or Franklin, uh, but I'm excited to see him fight. Man, I keep hearing Otama's name, so maybe maybe he impressed me, man. We need it. He not no Jermaine's from America. Okay, I'm looking for the next best American heavyweight. So yeah, I
I'm
don't
with
know too
you.
much about that one.
Well, let me ask you this. I know you've seen Big Baby Jared Anderson.
Yeah,
He'll be back in the ring. Do you feel like he could still be heavyweight world champion?
man, definitely, bro. I feel like he can really, really fight. I feel like he fought the wrong fight against Bacoli. I feel like he could have beat Bacoli, like, just boxing. But he wanted to like all out brawl with Bacoli for some reason. I know he's young, he believed in his power so that he feel like he could hurt anybody. Them ages 22, 23. He feel like he could just crush anything. And that happened. He got knocked out. But I still think he could have, after a couple more fights, he can be, competing with a Joe Joyce, I want to say Dubois, but I think Dubois is really good. Uh, Caballero's really good. I think Top Rank. If he signed a Top Rank, I think he needs some more fights before he can get in there with those guys, though.
Yeah, no, he is fighting Solomon Dakris from the UK. Decent fighter. I think Big Baby should be able to get him out of there. But if he doesn't mess around with him, like Adelaide stopped him in one round. He just crushed him. Hit him with some big shots. So
Let,
we'll
let me
see.
ask you this. Let me ask you this, B3, real quick. Not to go back or anything, but what do you think about Keith Thurman's power?
Well, I mean, we only really at that weight class we really only seen it against Brock Jarvis. So I think he can punch. I think he's a good puncher. I think he's a big puncher. He was a big puncher when he was younger, but to get himself, if he's in shape and Sebastian is there to be hit, of course, I'm sure he'll crack Sebastian. But if he's in a position where he gets in there, he can't find the right angle, he can't land that heavy shot. How much damage can he take? That's what I'm looking at. How much damage will he take, or is his feet still sweet enough to kind of just box? Like it could be in a situation where this dude, where he end up having a box for 12 rounds, just like box. Not get hit with big shots. Like so, this fight could be it could end up being a trash fight. Now we just gotta see how it play out because I've seen Keith Thurman get on his bike before. You know, and matter of fact, I'm gonna go back. I like Keith. I want to see Keith do well, but I'm gonna go back and watch that Barrios fight a little bit. I just feel like Sebastian is in his prime right now. It's his time. Uh, Savon, it do depend on the style they implement, but that's why I started the conversation a couple weeks back about who's the money behind in this fight. They want to make Keith versus Errol Spence. So we just got to see, man. I've seen Sebastian fight down to his level of competition a few times. So if Keith can land,
But
I just
Sebastian
like
really
his.
ain't been fighting nobody B3. I mean,
I know.
if you really keep it 100, man.
The only thing that worries me about Keith is getting in there based on his age. Now, I mean, and the fact that he's fighting somebody that's 6'6" and he's durable. I mean, yeah, Mendoza cracked him, but he's shown durability in other fights. So I think
Hey,
Keith can get. I think Keith. This is a dangerous fight on both sides because Sebastian is not great defensively, coach. So Keith is gonna have
nah,
opportunities to land big shots. It's just that is he
big
gonna store the
shots.
round? Is he gonna be able to nick the rounds based on what the exchanges look like? Because he's going to be in a situation where he's probably going to be on the back foot trying to box. So is he going to be able to pop shot enough or make it look convincing enough? Or can he hurt Sebastian enough to get those rounds, and then be able to kind of probably box him to a decision? Because stopping Sebastian is going to be tough. Let me see. Let me look at that right quick. I'm gonna look and see what it. Because somebody did say it was $20 to win 200 on Keith. I'm gonna see
Hey,
what the
hey,
Keith by
B3.
decision is.
But that's kind of like Erickson Lenny Laura. It seemed like the older he got, the more he started cracking. Because got a lot of guys that rely on a lot of foot movement. They just kind of start sitting down on their punches a little bit more. Okay, they don't have that foot movement. You know what I mean? So it could
That's a
be
good
a
point,
case where
Coach.
maybe Keith is really going to be sitting down and loading up on his shots now, and he's really not having to
Coach.
drain and deplete himself to go down to
Hey, Coach.
147. He's probably stronger at 154.
That,
Yeah.
That's hilarious, Coach, because Keith Thurman was just talking about it. He said, man, look, I don't know if it's because I'm older, but I just want to knock dudes out, man. I ain't got time to be playing. He's saying stuff like that. So it makes me feel like he's going into the fight like, look, man, I'm finna try to land my best shot. And when I land it, I'm going to knock this dude out. I just hope his power can carry through because I plan on betting on Keith Thurman. Betting on him to win and then betting on him to knock out. So
Wow.
I'm just sitting here thinking about, damn, is Keith Thurman power real, or is Sebastian just gonna keep coming forward? That's what got me thinking. See, if Fedor was fighting Bud, or let's see a big puncher like Charlo, or just a big puncher, I wouldn't have no concerns, but Keith, I know he can punch, but I just hope that he can, rattle this dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, put his everything into the shot. That's what I'm looking at.
Hey, I need the wishing on the star. I need the wishing on the star sound bite for you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you think I'm wishing on the star?
Oh, that's the thing with Fundora, man. His defense is so trash, bro. That if you can hit him and hurt him, you got him. Because everybody hit the Cordell Booker hit it. El Campo landed hard. I mean, these dudes, when Fundora get hit, he don't roll nothing. He takes 100% of the power. He ain't like Canelo or Booth. You hit them guys, they turn their neck. Fundora don't do anything. He's taking all the power. So think about it. If you seen somebody do it, you're gonna feel like you can do it again. The blueprint's out there. All I got to do is crack this dude. If I crack him, I'm gonna get him. And I'm gonna tell you another thing about Fundora. He don't do well with people that move. You got to stand in front of him, or you got to be up against the ropes. If you beat the life, stand in front of him, you're gonna beat the light out of him. But if you do some movement and make him pick those feet up, you can get him. And one reason for long range slow. He's not a fast fighter. That jab is slow as molasses. You can time it. That left hand is slow. But if you get in close, he just throw them little arm punches right there. He just beat you up with accumulation. To hit you with them little sharp knuckles that he got, and keep throwing arm punches. Bang, bang, bang. He liked to fight on the inside because he can move his hands there. Outside, like Jamonte Clark. Jamonte Clark beat him easy, but it called it a draw. He beat him with movement. He outboxed him. So what is it if Keith Thurman is able to get on that bicycle and move around and hit him, this box him, hit him with good body shots, sneak some in up top, and make it so what Fundora can't land clean on him. Now we got a situation like B3 was saying that Keith could possibly box his way to a decision. It's possible.
Now, coach, you setting it up. You setting up the JYD shot of the Aaron Peterson. Because if he don't do it, if he can't box to a 12-round decision, we're gonna come back and we're gonna say, you're not Devin Haney. You're not Devin Haney. Shoot that right hand and knock this dude out, man. I think he needs to look for that overhand. crack this dude and try to get him out of there. He's not going to be able to box Sebastian for no 12 rounds without getting caught to the body. Um, I don't want to see him try to pop shot Fandora, coach. I don't think. I mean, like you said, it may be like a Karen Boots type of situation where Sebastian can't cut the ring off, or and Keith could slide a decision. That's what I'm saying. If y'all are gonna bet it, don't lose your money betting on a KO. If bet just take Keith by decision, and you lose a little bit. I know you want the plus 500 or the plus 600, but it probably be best to bet Keith by money line. Because here's the thing: if they call it a draw, you get your money back. But if you bet decision or KO, you're gonna lose your money if he don't get neither one. If they call it a draw, you're gonna lose your money. If you bet decision or KO, for Keith. So take that money line. If you believe in him, just take a money line, and that way, if he win it, whatever way he win it, you get paid.
You still get a little money. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, forget the knockout.
Nah, don't do that. Cause I'm just thinking like, I don't know, man. I mean, either way, you good. You know what I'm saying? You win some, you lose some. This is a gamble. This is he said. Kerry said, "If you a gambler, this is a gambler's fight." You right about that. You right about. Hey, this one I don't even want to touch it. I don't want to touch it because both sides look so appealing. Like you got the Hall of Famer, the future Hall of Famer Keith Thurman, who one time who he talked that talk, and I want to see him versus Errol Spence. Am I gonna buy what he's selling pre-fight? Ain't no way. So this is what y'all got to do. Y'all got to watch the fight, and then if you have it in your state or wherever you are, just watch a little bit of it, and then have some money in your account, and then do a fight live. Do a
But
live bet.
they be locking it up. B3. They be locking
Where
that
nah,
shit
they
up.
only gonna lock it up phase if somebody get hurt, and then you missed it. You know what I'm saying?
Cause I be using BetMGM and they always lock it up, like even
That's
in the
not
middle of a
what
fight.
state you in, phase.
Arizona.
You got FanDuel and DraftKings.
Yeah,
All right, you gotta get on those, bro.
yeah.
You gotta get on those for the live bet. I don't mess with BetMGM for that.
Okay.
Yeah. It ain't gonna be nothing to you, and if you don't have an account yet, you will get like a couple $100 or something like that in bonus bets or whatever. You know how that go. Like they might give you 100 or 150. Anybody ever want a code? I send you mine so we can get bonus money together. We can hit something together. So
You
you
think
say
the
I
pro?
rock with bet three. I like 365. Shout out to JR Spook or Spot. My bad. Shout out to JR. Yeah,
You think the
yeah.
you think the
BetMGM does
pros?
suck for boxing facts.
You
Go
you
ahead,
think
Faith.
you think the pros going for Fedora?
You
Because
said the pros.
they got the pros versus the Joes when it come to betting. Like the public and then the
Oh,
pros.
okay.
You think you
Oh,
think the
okay.
you think the pro side is Fedora
Oh, yeah, for sure.
for sure, huh?
The people that yeah, because you'll just take an L on that. You got 6'6". I mean, you just going well. The style that's implemented, right? Because there's people on the end know what's gonna happen. Like if you remember when Arrow hit that ticket on that Fandora fight,
Yeah.
or like Danny Danny Garcia hit a ticket on. Danny got a ticket on one card. Like, come
Or
on, bro.
Floyd got that ticket on Bivol Canelo.
Well, I'm just talking about strictly PBC business. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Errol and Danny, you know what I'm saying? They in the family. So when they hit a ticket, they get all the fights right that you didn't get right. Oh yeah, yeah. Danny hit a ticket on the Javante Davis when he on Hector Garcia card. And he had he had took Andre by decision, and I think he ended up having like boots by decision too, or something like that. It was a crazy joke. But I think people want the upset, bro. I think everybody want the upset. But I'm just telling y'all, if
Yeah,
you
they
if you
do,
all gonna
man.
put money down, put it on the money line. Go ahead, coach.
'Cause I think with Fundora, man, a lot of people looking at this dude like, man, bro, you sitting there at this weight class, you ain't even thinking about moving up. You ain't really fighting
Yeah.
nobody, to be honest. He wanted to put a rehydration clause on Xander Zayas. You know what I'm saying? He ain't like he not actively pursuing the other champions. You know what I mean? I even heard some clown talking about he should fight Manny Pacquiao. I said, what? Man, that's diabolical, man. Fight Manny Pacquiao. I mean, this dude ain't trying to make no moves. I ain't talking about I'm moving up to 160, 168. He just want to stay there at
Mm.
154. And every time he face off with somebody, it just looked ridiculous, man. Like the face off between him and Keith Thurman just looked ridiculous. So people looking at this dude like almost like he a bully. You know what I'm saying? And people like want to see bullies get beat up. That's why a lot of people when Mendoza got him, landed that perfect shot on him. A lot of people's cool with it. Because they're like, bro, you 6'6", you should be fighting somewhere else anyway. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, you
Shout out
can
to my
make the
brother
weight. Hey,
Jerry
it
pulling
is
up.
what it is. You know, you can make the weight. More power to you, man. But it just seemed like to me, it's something about that dude. It's like he don't really want to fight nobody. You know what I mean?
It's Samson, yo. It's his promoter.
Yeah, but it's a reason why they protecting him. Because even
Well,
we talk about the Tank rematch, right? Now that was the draw. This fool got knocked out. Hey, there ain't nobody pressing him about no rematch against Mendoza. Even though Mendoza did lose, but still I think he lost to Tim Zoo, but still this man knocked you out. So you got to go get that back. But he said he don't want to get that back. He's like he had no interest in getting in the ring with Mendoza anymore.
If I'm not mistaken, coach.
I ain't gonna lie to you, coach.
Oh,
When he walked past, I got my bad face. When he
oh, you
walked
good,
past,
bro?
when Mendoza went up to the podium, I seen Fandor flinch a little bit.
Bro, the dude
He
is
was
the
too
dude is
close to
shook,
him.
man. He shook. And Keith Thurman seen that. And Keith Thurman said, you know what? You see that man right there? I'm basically, and I'm not saying verbatim, but kind of this is what the gist of what he said. I'm gonna make you remember what it feel like to get knocked out. He said, you see that dude over there? Look at his face. Keith Thurman told Fundor to look at his face. Fundor didn't even want to look at the dude. How can you feel that's an awkward moment if you were on the same stage with the dude that put you to sleep? You can't even look at this guy. It's like he got to face that demon. You know what I'm saying? He don't want that smoke with Mendoza. He ain't even mention
Nah,
no rematch, nothing.
And coach, I mean, you don't quote me on this, but I heard Terrence Crawford said when he moved to 154, he wanted to fight Vendora, but Vendora wanted to fight Earl Spence.
Manny, Manny, we can't let you convince us, bro. You from Florida? That's the family. We know you going we know you moving with Thurman. We already know. I'm hoping to get it done. It seemed like he got a lot of support. I'm hoping he can get it done, Face, because
Oh
can
yeah,
make everybody
yeah,
some
yeah,
money.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He was unified. Yeah, he was unified. Bud was
Yeah,
lineal
Florida, that's the
147.
family, shorty.
Yeah.
Yeah, they man, he gonna have to turn back the hands of time on this one.
Let me ask you this, B3. Um, Charlo.
You went out. Did Phase go out on y'all? Yeah, Phase on me. Okay. Okay, we
You
here.
know, it's like Keith Thurman is such a good talker that he make you want to believe in him, even though everything in your mind is telling you to go the other way. But he's just so convincing. You know what I mean?
I'm with you on that, coach. My bad, Southpaw. I figured you was on the beach somewhere. When you in your picture, you smiling like that type of smile is like, yeah, I'm on the beach. You know what I'm saying? There's some honeys around. My bad. Shout out to the Bay.
Yeah,
Let's
area,
go.
man. No,
Shout out to
I
the
was
Bay,
asking
man.
you,
Shout
Big
out to
Three.
Dre Ward. Shout out to the Haneys, the Haney family. Go ahead,
Hey, yo.
Face.
No, I was asking you, Keith Thurman or Charlo in terms of power. How you feel?
You said Charlo and who?
Keith Thurman,
Jamil.
Jamil,
Okay.
Jamil got him.
One shot power.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a lean Jamil. I think he's just a bigger human. I mean, I think he's a little
yeah,
stronger than Keith.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But Keith, I like that fight. I mean, it depends on Jamil is all talking about going back to the weight class. If Keith can get the belt, Keith is a big fight for Jamil and for Errol. So we're gonna see. It's a lot of smoke to be had. Jamil, the best 154 pounder ever. Oh dang, I ain't that was AC. So you a Jamil? That Jamil's your guy? Okay. I mean, we'll look at the weight class, but he could be. He very well could be being undisputed. Um, we just kind of had to look at he did avenge the loss against Tony Harrison. He also uh had a draw with Castano and came back and stopped Castano. So yeah, he don't really have a blemish in that sense. Now, because the Tony Harrison one was considered a controversial decision. Now we all pretty much, I mean, he possibly lost the Castano fight, right? And got a controversial draw. So it all kind of washes out. Never was stopped at the weight class. You know, avenged both of his loss, both of his bad performance. He avenged them. So I'm with you. I said Julian J Rock would have destroyed Charlo. Man, J Rock can really box. I really wish he would have won that Tellez fight. I needed that. I needed that. Now we got Tellez versus Mendoza this weekend. So that's gonna be an interesting scrap too. I gotta see. I'll probably lean in. Uh who y'all got in that fight, man? Anybody free? You got to pick on in that fight, the Mendoza versus Tellez.
Uh, I want to go to Les, but after what I seen, Abbas did to him, I don't know. I don't know. I might have to go Mendoza. I might have to. Mendoza got a
Yeah,
little.
boss
He got a little
behavior.
bit. He got a better boxing ability than Abbas. I might have to go Mendoza.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check right now to see if Tellez has had a fight in between.
Tellez let me down in that fight. I thought he was going. He was going to win that fight. He let me down.
Yeah, I got Mendoza beating Tellez, man.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
know they were trying. I know they were trying to push him. You know what I mean? But I think Mendoza got some experience, man. That dude could punch, man. He's a good puncher, and he's also got Ishmael Salas. I think that's who's working his corner. He's a good trainer, man. So it's gonna be a good fight. Now he did. Now, only thing about it, he
He
came in
did
on
say to
short
switch
notice.
trainers. He does have a new trainer.
Oh, he does. Okay, but
Yeah,
he came
yeah.
in on 3 weeks' notice, so it's a
hmm
short
But he
notice
said he
fight.
was
So
in the
we'll
gym.
see.
He said they thought that they got him on short notice, but he was already in. He was actually in the gym. So that's what he said at the press conference. So it's good. I'm glad that he said that. And but it looks like he's showing it in his face a little bit, you know.
And that's the
So we're gonna
thing,
see.
man. You got to stay in the gym, bro, because that's how your opportunities come. That's how you miss your opportunities, man, because you ain't in shape. You know what I'm saying? If you in shape, you get that call. You can go make that money. That's called being a professional. If you're a professional boxer, you got to stay in shape. Now I can understand like the guys, you know, like the Tanks, the Devins, you know, the Anthony Joshua, the Canelo, where they got a set time where they can take time off. But them dudes are gym rats too. So you got to be in the gym. You got to be in the gym. That way, if you get that call, Like Mendoza, he don't have the luxury of having dates already set. For him, he got to take what he can get sometime. That's why he be coming in on short notice a lot.
Absolutely. Let me just say this. Shout out to my brother CDK, man. Make sure y'all follow CDK Boxing. Man, shout out to CDK. Appreciate you pulling up. Make sure y'all tap the like button, follow the channel, help the channel grow. We definitely building a beautiful community and listen, it's grassroots. We building from the ground up. I appreciate all the support. Everybody on the panel is a member. Join the membership. Help support the channel. Now, let me Phase, man. Talk to me about hold on. Phase, you still in here?
Yeah, I'm still here, bro.
Now, have you seen Taliz?
No, I never seen to live, bro.
Mm. But
Never
you know
seen.
Mendoza.
Yeah, I know Mendoza.
Okay. That's all I need to know. Ja,
Yeah.
what about you? Did you see Taliz versus Barral versus Abbas?
Nah.
Dang. Okay.
What's Tellez? He got the braids.
Yeah, yo in Taliz, yup.
Mendoza about to
Young
stop,
Cuban
yo.
kid. Mm.
He about to get stopped. You can't do this with Mendoza. Fondor could.
Mm. Yeah, that's a great point. Wow.
You know Fondor be banging it out.
That's the
That
play.
uppercut is. I love his uppercut though. That's how you gonna get knocked out by Keith though. He ain't gonna be able to help himself.
So
Like
Keith and Mendoza.
he gonna start dogging. My bad.
Nah, you do it now. Nah, you good. Nah, you good, Ja. Uh, okay, okay. Go ahead and cook. What you about to say, Phase? Cook on it.
No, it's weird because maybe I'm just a casual, but I think Keith Thurman could beat a lot of guys at 154. You know, uh, I would take Boots. I would take Boots over him. I think he could beat Earl Spence. I think he could beat a lot of guys. Yeah, like Fundora and Boots is probably like his biggest. But I got him beating Charlo. I think he'll beat Charlo. You know, I don't know, man. I just think he got underrated skills, but he like fast, quick, counter punching. I think he's just a real good fighter.
Who? Keith Thurman.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, that's without question, bro. Keith Thurman is, future Hall of Famer. But is he past his time? And Sebastian's in his prime. So, I mean, if he, like you say, I think Keith has all the tools to do something, but it's like the dimensions, it's like the style of fight, and Mendoza was able to kind of fight through adversity to get that stoppage. Is Keith gonna do that? I think Keith more so would, like Coach was saying, look the box his way. If he's gonna get the job done, he's gonna box and then try to land a big shot when he can. He's not going to. I don't think he's going to put himself like in a situation where he's rumbling like Lubin. So this gonna be an interesting matchup. Um, I can't wait for it, man. Did
We
we miss? Go ahead, Ja.
we like what I want if you betting to do your research, like look at these fighters' fights and their styles. Like Fondora, he a beast. You could tell he got some power and he good like a dog. He a good dog fighter. Like and he tall and all of that. Like you look at Keith and then you think about Mendoza, what he was able to do. That's Keith. That's like he know how to do that like the back of his hand, like time them shots. And then look at the type of fighters Keith been in the ring with that they put on just as much or if not more pressure than Fondora. Like somebody like Sean Porter or somebody. and he fought somebody slick as Danny, and he was getting them shots off on slick fighters like Danny, like, or what did he fight? What's that one dude Keith fought, like the tough Hispanic dude he fought?
You talking about Riverside Rocky?
What's his real name?
What is the other in the real name? Oh, I
You
keep
talking
calling
about
him Rocky.
Vargas? Jesse Vargas? Did he fight Jesse? You talking about?
No, no, like it was a different.
No, Ja. I'm telling
I
you,
keep
like,
wanting to say Stanionis, but that I don't think that's his name. Like that dude was tough, and he put some immense pressure on, and Keith
Somebody Keith
still
Thurman.
like he
Oh,
fought
you talking
Keith
about
Thurman.
Josecito Lopez?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
dude.
a
But he
yeah,
got. I think he got his
Riverside
jaw
Like
Rocky.
broke, didn't he?
Yeah, that's
somebody.
Riverside
You
Rocky.
say
He hurt
Keith
Keith
got
Thurman
his
in the
jaw
back.
broke. You say he got his jaw broke, right?
No, I think Lopez got his
Or
jaw broke by
right, but
somebody.
look at that dude. That dude is a serious pressure fighter, like power and pressure. Like Keith been through this. Fondor ain't, and he ain't been in there with nobody like Keith. And I feel like Fondor got the advantage with the youth, and like I see what he putting down in the ring. But like Keith is like, I feel like he been slept on and overlooked. Like it's wild. Like, cause he always get them shots off on every fighter. And I can't use the Manny Pacquiao fight because Barrios did. I feel like Keith did that in his own way, the same thing Barrios did, like almost like being starstruck. I don't look at that Manny Pacquiao fight and think too much about that to judge Keith
To
overall. I
be
feel
honest,
like
that fight could have went Keith Wade. If you really want to be honest, man. I think they gave Manny Pacquiao so much credit for that knockdown that they just kind of slid in them rounds. 'Cause that do happen in boxing, man. Cause Keith was putting hands on Manny Pacquiao on that second half of that fight, and Manny Pacquiao was hurt real bad. He said after that fight, he said, "Man, let me tell you something. This man hit hard, man." That's how Pacquiao kept saying. This man hit hard. And then they showed pictures. This man laying in the bed with both eyes closed, and his wife was feeding him. Keith hurt that. Keith hurt Manny Pacquiao in that fight, man. Keith punching,
this
bro. Keith knocked out one of my homeboys in boxing. I seen Keith knock the dude out. One punch. He knocked out. I ain't gonna leather. I ain't gonna say the dude's name, but Keith hit it with one shot,
it,
knocked him out, bro.
I feel like he wasn't taking this Manny Pacquiao fight as serious as he took like Sean Porter or Danny Garcia when he fought them, or even old boy Riverside Rocky. Like them fights was different. And then I felt like this when Brian Norman and Devin was about to fight. It's not the exact same, but I just felt like the things that Fondor is getting credit for hasn't been proven. Like Keith is definitely proven. And it's just like overly focusing on when he didn't look so good. And then overly focusing on the layoff, but like how did he look when he came back? Maybe he didn't fight the best fighter when he came back, but how sharp did he look after that layoff though? And then what did he do after that layoff?
hey, he did great, bro. Like I'm a Keith Thurman fan. Like you hear me saying, I feel like he can compete with anybody at 154. Probably Duran, and it's real tough because I know he can get to the body. Um, it's just this guy is 6'6" and he's durable. So I'm just like, if Keith can't hurt him, then it's gonna be a long night. But you guys, I feel like he can. You guys feel like he got that power, that pop. Hey, he
And
just
and,
might.
and it looked like Fondor get hurt every fight. Cause he
That's a
he there
fact.
he there to get hurt. Like, and I feel like he ain't gonna be able to help himself.
No, he loves dog fights, bro. He loves dog fights, bro. He gives up his height. How Tim Tszyu, how everybody get their best hit in on him, I don't know, but it happens every
Shoot,
fight.
even Ocampo went 12 rounds with it, and it was somewhat competitive. I mean, Fundora clearly won the fight, but Ocampo showed up and he landed a lot of shots on Fundora. Dude, defense is abysmal. it's not as bad as Jared Hurd. Jared Hurd probably got the worst defense I ever seen in boxing. It's pretty doggone close.
Yeah.
Can y'all think of
Oh my
anybody defense that's
God.
worse than Jared Hurd defense?
Cause he a heavyweight and make it even
But
worse. Like I couldn't
T
believe he letting them just punch him flush on the chin like that. That's the worst weight class to do
He's
that in. Like I
no, he
can't
said
believe
Jared
it.
Hurd, Ja, the
Oh, her. I'm
middleweight.
thinking about
Yeah,
Big Baby
yeah.
Anderson. Like man, my bad. Jared Hurd though. No, I don't think he got the worst dude. I just think he just been through a lot of wars. Seem like he always in a tough fight.
He not getting his head off the line. This is what coach is saying. That's he got his jaw broken, beat by Resendez. So I mean it happens, but uh, I'm just over here looking at these lines for this weekend. It's looking good for us. We got
And the more y'all keep talking, the more I think Keith might goddamn pull it off, man. Y'all don't talk me into it.
if he do or if he don't, man. This gonna be it's got to be a good fight either way.
Hey,
And
coach,
it's like dang, we selling this. Everybody gonna end up having to pull out $70. Uh, and it's like, come on.
Not I. I ain't paying.
I gotta find a way. I might see. I might check and see if the Petersburg Casino is gonna show it or if they open it yet. Out this way. You know, like River. Sometimes these casinos be showing fights and whatnot. It's a new casino that they just built. He taking a safe pick in Fundora. I mean, you win some, you lose some. That's what Juan always tell me. You win
No,
some, you lose some. What
but
you
Fundora,
got it, you
he
got it.
gives his height up too. He tall, but he gives it up. You know what I'm saying? So what good is it being? I mean, he's doing a better job at staying long because I think that Mendoza fight taught him a big lesson. Like you can't be in there with these shorter guys because one thing about it, and I always when I was fighting, I always had success. I'm like 5'11" and a half, 6 foot on a good day. But the most success I always had was against tall fighters, 6'5" and up, because they're nothing but big targets. You can't miss them. And once you get up under that initial shot, I would always wreck them to the body. I would hit them with the solar plex shot, or I crack their ribs, and they would just take a knee, dog. You know what I mean? Or I'll hit them with an overhand. I hit them with what we call the swim move. You hit them with that swim move, you hit them right on the temple, and they get dizzy, man.
damn,
And,
damn, coach. That's why I hate fighting shorter guys.
yeah, oh man, bro, I'm telling you, man, 6'5". When the guy was 6'5", I loved that. I was like, oh, perfect, tall building, I can't miss him. Now the guy that was short, the guy, his name was Richard Diggs, man. This the first guy that I fought that was shorter than me. I thought it was gonna be sweet. Man, that short dude gave me all kind of fits because I couldn't hit him, man. The shots that I would normally throw, I was missing because he was ducking up under him. And then he was running his hands real quick too. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh snap, I had to make an adjustment, you know what I mean?
Them short guys really explosive, man. Like I'm 6'3". Every time I had like a long fight, like real was like, damn, I couldn't catch him. I couldn't get what I wanted. It'd be a guy like 5'9", 5'8", like with just like explosiveness. Guys my height, 6 foot, 5'10", 6'3", I'm comfortable. But when them guys is little and fast, it's uncomfortable. For me, I don't know.
Yeah, so that's what like Teddy Atlas used
Yeah.
to say, a tall guy is like a skyscraper, and there's a lot of windows there to break out. So Fundora has a lot of windows. You got some windows downstairs and you got some windows upstairs. Now that window upstairs already been cracked already. Mendoza cracked that one. Now, did they rebuild the window? Yeah, they put a new glass pane on it, but it's still some residuals there, and it can't get cracked again. And I think that's what Thurman's relying on, that he's going to catch that chin, and it's going to be like having a flashback. Because once you get knocked out, man, your body remembers it, bro. You often hear fighters talking about, and the trainers talking about a guy having flashbacks. My trainer used to say the same thing. He said, you hit a guy that's been knocked out, or that don't have a good chin, you want to hit him, test the chin, and make him have a flashback. And his body will remember that feeling. Either he's going to go into retreat or he's going to fight through it. So I look for Keith Thurman to try to walk Fundora into something, man. Because Fundora don't have the best feet either. He's slow-footed. His long punches aren't fast either. He's a good inside mid-range fighter. He'll destroy you if you fight that mid-range fight with him. He'll get you. Get up against ropes. He's gonna beat the life out of you. So I don't know. Maybe I'm talking myself into thinking Keith gonna win. I don't know, man. I just been listening to y'all, and I'm thinking Keith definitely has a chance because anytime you fighting the guy that gets hit a lot, and you got a guy that can punch a little bit, it's gonna be an interesting fight.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. I wonder if we could stream well, I mean, we good. I'm over here watching the weigh in. I'm about to kind of get my Champ Ross picks in. You know, we got to get ready for tomorrow. It's a heavy slate. This the last week until the month of May. Shout out to my brother Champ Ross. Make sure y'all follow Champ Ross. Join the Pick'em League. Um, Shout out to Billy Dennis. He's fighting. Okay. Join the Pick'em League if you can. If you want to get them weekly picks in. Uh, and he's also, you know, cash payouts to the winners, you know, the most KOs picked and most decisions, things of that nature. So it's definitely viable and a good league to get into for sure. Great fights always. Um so this the last week and then we'll be back in May. Champ Ross, if you hit Champ Ross page up, he's in the comments already. You can see when and you know reach out to him and see when it's good to start. Coach Eddie, y'all still with me? Let me
Yeah, I'm
see.
listening to you, brother.
Okay, good deal. All right, we 2:30 in. May. So yeah, so May 2nd, we'll be back on May 2nd. So probably that Benavidez versus Zerto card. So we putting picks in this week and then we taking the week of April off. So the first week in May, whatever that falls on. Vince Jackson said Charlo brothers ain't competing like they used to. I wonder why. Uh, the belt is tied up with guys they can't beat. Yeah, the belts right now are tied up with guys that you know that it's gonna be. I think. Well, I take that back. I think Jamel can be Josh Kelly. I don't know about Lar and Adames at 160 right now. I don't know. Maybe he can stop. Maybe he can drop and stop Adames. Maybe. And then for Jamal at 168, I could see him being Caleb Plant and Berlanga. Uh, I don't know about Shiraz. I don't think no. I don't know about Shiraz or Billy. Maybe in Billy. I think he maybe can beat him. Yeah, but what you think about that fight, Coach
You talking about man Billy versus who? Bronco?
Charlo?
Oh, Charlo. Ah,
Jamal
man.
Charlo.
Jamal, he's a handful, man. That man Billy, man. And Jamal, that's another guy who's a little long in the tooth. What, 30, 37, I think? 36, 37 years old?
Yeah.
I mean, Jamal been very, very inactive, man. I think his last fight was against Cornplate. I wouldn't favor Jamal beating Billy. I think Billy, because Jamal, the type of lifestyle that Jamal lives, he drinking and he drugging. Allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't want to say I'm slandering the brother's name. So I'm gonna say allegedly.
Nah, he in the gym now. He in the gym right now, Coach. He's rehabilitating himself.
Yeah, I feel you. Like that's why I say allegedly, but at the same time, you can't. It's hard to erase years of abusing your body in a 6-week camp or 12-week camp. You know, that's why you got a lot of boxers that have a longevity in the game. They live a clean life, man. And I think that Billy got to bringing too much energy, too much youth, too much relentlessness, and also just Jamal just with them long layoffs, man. I don't think Jamal will win that fight.
Hey, I would bet money on Charlo in that fight, man. I think Jamal got good skills, good abilities, God-given abilities, and he's older, mature, and I don't think Billy's that good at all.
I think I'm like, I know Canelo's in the gym right now for the just talking 168 business. Turkey might, and they gonna have what they probably end up doing is because I think they're gonna end up letting Canelo fight Chris Eubank for one of them titles.
Man, that's crazy, man. Chris Eubank, he's almost washed up, bro.
Well, some will say, didn't you say Canelo almost washed up?
But Chris Eubank just lost to Conor Ben. How they gonna look? You just got beat by a career welterweight, a guy who just went back down to welterweight, and the dude just coming off a loss. That's why I don't agree with that, man. Canelo, they be babysitting this dude, man. Go ahead and put him out the pasture like y'all do the rest of the fighters, man. Put him in there. Go ahead and retire this dude, man. You know what I'm saying? I had enough of this guy. Put him in there, Muhammad Shiraz. Go ahead and take your whooping and go on about your business, man. Nah,
Coach,
you gotta take the kid gloves. You gotta take the kid gloves off, man.
Hey, Coach, I hear you, but I think Eubanks is a better fight than Billy.
Chris Eubank ain't got no chin, brother. He ain't got no chin, man. As soon as Canelo touch him, he gonna get knocked out, man.
But at
least with Billy, you gonna get some action. You gonna get some action. You know what I'm saying? I think Chris, because you gotta remember, Chris Eubank got knocked out by Liam Smith.
I just look at the style Canelo have a little trouble with. Usually it's like a boxer or, that is competitive with, like Caleb Plant was a little bit of a competitive fight. I think Eubanks is right there in that area. Right? Like Billy just be right hit, and that's Canelo. That's why I think they're gonna fight. That's Canelo's bread and butter. A guy that's just right there. He's stopped by Canelo. And Canelo ain't been stopping guys. I think Billy can get stopped, quicker than Eubanks that's moving up. Yeah.
I kind of disagree with that. I believe that Billy's a much tougher fight for Canelo because of the pace. Canelo gasses out, man. He don't like throwing punches. He's very selective with his punch output. He got a very low punch output. I think at this stage in Canelo's career, he's past it, man. He's clearly out of his prime. The reflexes aren't there. The legs aren't there. The desire isn't there. You think the Canelo 5 years ago would have really, really tried to win that fight. Not saying that he didn't, but he would have had more of an effort against Bud. It's almost like he just conceded, like, I can't beat this guy. Oh, well, I'm getting paid $100 million. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Even when he fought William Score, he didn't even go after him. Like the fire wasn't there. He just stood there and just watched William Score just do what he wanted to do, move around the ring. I think Canelo's got too much money, man. You know what I'm saying? He's filthy rich. A guy like Billy, he's all wrong for Canelo. All wrong, because Canelo ain't punching like that. He's not punching like that. He don't have like one punch knockout power. He's like a 60% knockout rating, and I think Billy's all wrong. I think the pace of that fight will wear Canelo down. He'll be tired. Yeah, I think Canelo, he's right for the picking right now. Like I've been saying, I think people gonna take turns beating this guy up now, man. If they put him in there with any type of live dog, they're gonna take turns beating him up, man.
Beating Canelo up.
Hey, coach, is Canelo better than Lester Martinez?
On paper, but at this stage in his career, like if Muhammad Ali was, once the guy gets kind of past it, I mean, I think sometimes we remember a guy for what he used to be. Canelo ain't that guy no more, man. He walks forward in the high guard. He loads up on everything. He looking for one shot. He don't work behind his jab anymore. He don't move his head anymore. He got two bum knees. A young guy, a guy who throws a lot of punches, man, it's gonna be hard for the Canelo to keep up with. He's not used to fighting that pace, at that pace.
How many rounds you gave Canelo against Terrence Crawford?
Man, maybe I don't know, maybe 4, something like that. I thought Crawford beat him clearly, but it wasn't like a beat down. Like Crawford beat him, but he didn't like beat Canelo down. He just outclassed it.
That's my point, though. It's like
he outclassed
him. I gave about 4 or 5 rounds. I mean, that's the best fighter of the generation.
Hey, but at the same time, styles make fight. Christian and Billy would be a handful for Terrence Crawford, based on the style and the size and the activity. Crawford, that would be a stylistic nightmare for Terrence Crawford.
I don't know about that one, Coach. I think
like I said, Joe Frazier was a stylistic nightmare for Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali wanted the GOAT, GOAT, greatest of all time. Joe Frazier was a stylistic nightmare for Muhammad Ali. 5'10", relentless pressure, keep coming. Don't matter what you hit him with, he's gonna be right there with you. May not have the skills of Ali, but that relentlessness, sometimes that will and that relentlessness can break down the more skilled fighter, especially a guy who's a little bit past it, especially a guy who's not motivated, especially a guy who's sleeping in silk sheets, especially a guy who got $300-400 million in the bank. Man, that dude ain't hungry no more, man. That Canelo ain't hungry. He's not no hungry fighter. I mean, the dude, he's not trying to be great. He's not trying to be great anymore. He's just trying to fatten that bank account up.
I feel like before Jaime Munguia fought Canelo, that he was, he had a lot of pressure and a lot of momentum behind him. And Billy, he just starting to get some traction. I really didn't know who Billy was, to be real. I heard Lester Martinez, but I didn't hear about Billy, and he didn't impress me at all against Lester. I thought that was a lackluster performance, and Lester was a lackluster performance too. Everybody walked out that fight thinking Lester Martinez was the next big thing, and I was just like, hey, this dude don't move his feet. He just letting Billy just lean on him, and he ain't pivoting, he ain't turning. So I think that fight, I just can't wait till Billy fight somebody else, because I think that fight got people thinking that they're both like super good, when I don't think either of them are really that good.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Frank Warren, man. This card is gonna be fire. The most atomic card. They got Alice Murphy versus Holmes. I mean, they got Willie Hutchinson versus Ezra Taylor. This is gonna be a nice card, man. Y'all gotta tune into this on the zone tomorrow. This is gonna be pretty lit.
Hey, yo, I'm really excited to see Yo-Yo fight again, man. I don't know who he fought the last fight he fought, but
He fought Kyron Davis.
Fighter who's supposed to be good on paper has a tough night sometime against a guy that we never heard of. I think both guys were up and coming. Martinez and Billy, they had a lot on the line, so both guys was fighting hard. I mean, I remember James Toney. He lost to Montel Griffin. Well, who was Montel Griffin? That's somebody who beat James Toney. It was another guy that beat Reggie Johnson. Beat James Toney. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it be like that, bro. Lamont Roach drew with Tank Davis. It be like that sometimes.
Them dudes ain't. Canelo only lost to the cream of the crop, and a guy that was bigger than Bivol went undisputed at 175. Like, he only lost to the cream of the crop guys. But you are right though, Coach. It does happen in history. But No, I was saying B3, Canelo, I mean, not Canelo, Yo-Yo against Kyron Davis, man. Hey, that was a performance. That was a great performance by him. I think that dude could clear out the 160 division. Him and Lara would be a good fight.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
really
one thousand
impressed by
percent.
that guy. Yeah, Yo-Yo really impressed me.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement, man. Dang. Yeah, Yo-Yo, he well, Terrell Goucher can box, so this is gonna be a good fight. This is gonna be a good fight. I got to see exactly where I'm watching this card. That's what I got to figure out.
Yeah, Terrell, he's an older guy too, man. Terrell, 38 years old. He's a tough guy. He's like he's a solid fighter. Let's put it like that. You know, he got a pretty good overhand, right? But he's probably gonna get beat up in this fight, man. I don't think he'll get stopped, but he's gonna get beat up. He's gonna get punched on, man. He's gonna get punched on in the high guard. That's what's gonna happen to Terrell Goucher.
Yeah, Yo-Yo be over there sparring and getting Canelo ready for his fights. You know, Yo-Yo's a tough guy. It surprised me when Yo-Yo turned around and said that the hardest he been hit was by Boots Ennis. I'm like, damn, Boots cracking them dudes at 162.
It be the people that you don't think. You know, we look at the record. Canelo said the hardest guy he been in the ring with was James Kirkland. He said, I knew I couldn't get hit by this guy. He said, that dude's the hardest puncher I've ever been in the ring with. So a lot of times it ain't you gotta ask the fighter. Like as
Yeah,
people at the fan, we be like, oh, this guy punched. Ask the fighter who the hardest guy is.
hey,
Evander Holyfield said it was George Foreman. He said it wasn't Mike Tyson. It was an old George Foreman who hit him
George
harder than he
Foreman.
ever been hit in his life.
Yo,
What is good, y'all?
I think Tank said Rolly was punching. He said Rolly punching.
Yeah.
So
Tank
you
said
gotta be
Rolly.
when you never them guys that can clap like that, you gotta be careful, man. Can't slip up.
Yeah. Rolly got them thudding punches. It's just like a big thud.
I don't know if anybody said something to me. I had something going on.
Oh nah, yo, nah, you good, Ja? We just been talking about a few different things. Man, oh yeah, Phase. Do you like the Tank versus Pitbull fight?
I only like it if Tank stops him. If he don't stop him and they go 12 rounds, it don't do no justice. Now, being the first guy to knock out Pitbull, I think that means something. But just if he go in there and they go to 12 rounds, it's like Tank. Why you even pick him? Go get Schofield. Try to knock out Schofield.
Yeah, I feel you. And he do the same thing he did last time, which probably not because his hand got hurt, but
Yeah.
just because it's Pitbull, I would love to see him beat Lamont like that, though. If they do a rematch, like hit him with the old classic Floyd.
I don't know why, but I think Schofield. I know he ain't been in the ring that much, but I think he getting stronger, and I think that like he's in the gym. You could tell that he's in shape. And he's supposed to be number one in the WBA. I would really like to see Tank fight him. I would favor Tank, of course, but I would really like that matchup. But I don't know. People don't seem interested in Schofield. They think they don't.
They'd
People
be
don't really
more
like
worried
him.
about his father
His
and
father
him.
and shit. Yeah,
I would love to see that fight, though.
I would love to see that
But
fight
I
too.
don't think, like, as a fighter, I think, kid, I need him to show something. Like, I feel like he the type of fighter he could beat anybody if he got good coaching, just they come up with a game plan. But
Yeah.
I don't see him able to do nothing on his own. Like Shakur, Devin, Keyshawn, Tank. I feel like you throw them in there, they ain't going like they could do a lot without the coaches. Like and Sko, he seemed like a little young, like differently, and like he in shape. He got a lot of skills, but like I don't feel like he think for himself that much in there. Like so that's a concern that I have with him though. But I like him though.
Man, they got to give that kid a chance, man. Put him against Pitbull in the winter fight tank. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Give
I
that
want to
kid a
see
chance,
him.
man.
That'd be great. Him versus Pitbull, that'd be a good one. I want to see him versus Kamel Moten for some reason.
I, I ain't really watching Camille. I've been watching Scooter Davis though. Scooter Davis looked real good to me.
Yeah, he looked real good.
Real good. What's the dude that just fought this weekend too? The other young dude. He got the little ducktail and stuff. Amir. What's his name? Kind of taller. I think he fight at 147 though. He just fought this weekend though. He really good too.
He got a rat tail, you mean?
Yeah, he got a rat tail. He just fought this weekend. Past.
Lester Martinez.
No. It's a black guy. Yeah, he got one, man. He just fought this weekend. I don't remember his
On what
name.
card?
I think he did fight on the Lester card, or he fought on the other card, on the zone card. Some
Oh, Tamir Smalls.
Tamir Smalls.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah, he
pretty good
fought
too.
Oh, all right.
yeah,
Yeah, I
he
like yo. Somebody had put me on to him, I think, on Big 3 show.
Yeah, he can fight.
yeah, he had a tough fight against Abel Ramos. That was his last fight. He fought on that Andy Cruz versus Raymond Montaya card. He lost to Abel Ramos.
Eric Cram Kid also got all the skills. Like it's different though if you thinking for yourself. Like Kid got all the skills you could have. It's just like if he sometimes you can't tell a fighter nothing. They gotta be able to do certain stuff on their own.
I mean, like Fury said, he ran through Tevin Farmer, like walked through him. You know, like, I want to see him get a chance. I ain't gonna lie.
But he ain't had to think too hard with Tevin though. I'd rather you call me buddy than pal. That's an acronym.
Man, hey, this about to be some good action. Nathan Heaney is back. He fighting Jerome Warburton. Yeah, this a magnificent seven card. Yeah, shout out to Queensbury, bro. They got this done.
I thought Big Baby signed with Frank Warren. That true?
He did. I think he co-promoted. But yeah,
Oh, that's
but
good then, man.
so he's gonna be fighting on the Fabio Worley Daniel Dubois card. Hold on, let me just verify when that is real quick.
I think Pitbull Cruz gonna probably go through his whole career without getting knocked out, man. I think
You
it's
don't
hard to
think
knock
Tank
out.
gonna stop him?
How that dude too short, man. He's short and you keep his chin down, man. You got
Oh
a hard
yeah.
head. You got a hard head, man. You hurt your hand trying to knock that dude out. Can't knock out everybody. You can't knock out everybody, man. You know, and I don't think it's a fighter in the face of the earth. They got 100% knockout rating. I mean, some guys just ain't gonna go, man. I think Pitbull, he just so doggone short. Got a short neck, keep his chin down, and he keep his hands up. You know what I'm saying? Cause that dude gonna be hard to knock out. He kind of built like a little bowling ball, man. See, like I said, you mess your hand up trying to knock that dude out, man.
Even
Right.
if he don't knock
Jared
him out
Anderson is
though,
back May 9th on Fabio Worley Daniel Dubois card.
if he just beat him up,
Hey, that's crazy, B3, because I was just talking about Jared Anderson potentially a fight against Daniel Dubois. I think that's too much for him. But if they set that up, that'd be crazy.
He gonna be able to get all the looks now that he with Frank.
Oh yeah, what they call Pillsbury? Pillsbury? What it called?
Mm-hmm.
Think
Now,
about Frank. Frank will put you in there. Now, even if you lose, he's still to bring you back, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, because think
Yeah,
about it. He could fight him versus Joe Joyce. He
yeah.
could fight him versus a
He got
lot of
all the
different guys
heavyweight.
over there.
He got
Yeah, he could
all
fight
the
him against
heavyweight.
what's our boy name? David Adelaide. What they call him? Pop Smoke. David Adelaide. Yeah, so they got him. Yeah, so it's a lot. It's a few dudes over there.
Hey, my bad, John. What was you saying?
who was Warren though? I don't know about
Frank
him.
Warren. Frank Warren is the promoter for Queensbury.
And he been around.
Yeah.
Oh, why we don't talk about him like Bob Aaron and Al Hammond and Eddie
Yeah, that
Hearn and
dude. Oh, they call him old
No,
fish
he
eyes,
only
man. That
do
dude been
heavyweights.
around
He
forever,
only really
man.
do heavyweights.
yeah,
That's
his
it.
name definitely household because I know that name for sure though. I was saying though about if Tank, if he, because I believe Tank could stay in the pocket with Pitbull for 12 rounds and dominate him. So I don't even care if he knock him out though, but he'll drop Pitbull to the body.
Didn't you already beat
So
him? Y'all want to beat him again?
yeah,
Yeah,
Mm.
beat him more
Bull. That
clearly
joke was
this
that
time
little dude
with a
strong, man.
different
That little
style.
dude built like a fire hydrant, man.
Hey, I got my man Abdullah Mason stopping Tank.
I don't. I
Salute to my
got
Man, you
brother
come
Abdullah.
BBO
on,
in the
man. You
building.
trolling, bro. Take a hurt that
No,
boy,
no,
man.
I know you don't like Cleveland, but we
No,
run this
no,
Nah, I
boxing
ain't
I
got
shit.
nothing to
love
do with it. Dude
Cleveland.
get hit
We
too
Oh,
much,
you
boxing
man.
tough.
stuff.
Take a hurt
Excuse my
Oh,
that
language.
boy, man.
We run boxing, man. You got your mind. We run this boxing.
Cleveland is nice. I fought a young boy from Cleveland before. They got a lot of good fighters that you probably have
How
never
bad did
see
he beat
fight.
you up?
I
Oh,
think
I beat
Abdullah
him. I
Mason. I
gave him
think
an
he'd
eight
be
count.
shook.
I
He'd be
gave him an
shook in
eight
the
count
ring
and
if he fought
everything.
Tank, man.
I I had like I first came out.
Oh no, I'm
He
talking
was a
about
little.
Abdullah Mason.
I ain't fight no Abdullah Mason.
No, I'm talking
Nah,
the
I fought.
coach.
Oh.
Abdullah Mason. I believe he'd be shook if he got in the
He'll
ring with
step
Tank
on Tank,
Davis.
man. He'll step
I
on Tank.
think I
I don't
think
got
that.
Abdullah being shook up versus nobody though.
Hey, but
He's
the
stepping
Tank
on
is some. I don't know. Tank he got a big name. He got a big reputation, man. You know what I'm saying? Knockout
Don't
artist, man.
keep saying I beat. Yo, stop spreading that rumor.
Nah, man, he do got he got a
No,
reputation,
I'm
man. I
talking
think
to aircraft.
yeah, I think that Abdullah Mason, he a good fighter, man. I think it's too soon. I think Tank hurt that
Hold
guy
on.
because
Did they say that to Wilfred Benitez? No.
I need, but
He can
I
do
think
whatever
that
Tank.
Tank Abdullah get hit too much, man. I think Tank
So
could
let me
catch him
ask
and
you
hurt
I
that
this.
don't
kid,
know.
Now what
man.
happened when we stop him?
It's all good. I'm giving him credit. I like
Okay.
Abdullah Mason.
He ain't
Like
gonna
personally, I
stop
like
Tank. That's
Abdullah
crazy.
Mason more than Tank. But I can put that aside. I believe that if I had to make a bet, using my mind, if I had my last $100, I would put it on Tank. I wouldn't put it
Tank
on
Davis.
Abdullah Mason.
We stepping on him,
GTD
man.
to the death.
We stepping on
GTD
him.
to the death.
Tank gonna wind
But
up knocking Abdullah out though.
I don't think he got the that touch no fortitude to fight no Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason beat dudes dead. This ain't
Man,
no
Abdullah Mason ain't fought nobody on that level, but not even close, not even remotely in the
he
like
fought
same
Sam Notes.
stratosphere as Tank, man. So what we
Not as a
talking about?
star, but as a fighter, he fought Sam Notes. That's
Nah,
similar.
Tank
bro.
Tank ain't
Damn,
never had
no.
to
You
get back
man,
up
you
out the
tripping,
heavyweight.
BBO.
I'm doing my coach Eddie when you be talking about Canelo, man. I'm just saying anything. You be
Hey,
just saying anything,
Canelo,
bro.
is a fraud, man. That man a decade ducker. That man been ducking for decades, man.
Man, when you see you don't say that about Sugar Ray Leonard ducking, do you? You said about when you didn't fight Donald Curry? You said that when you waited to fight Hagler when he was 30 years old? Did you say any of that? See how you move the goalposts? You move the
I ain't moving
goalposts.
the goalpost. You capping for Canelo, man.
No, you just
Non-stop
hate
capping
him.
for Canelo.
You just hate La Raza. You hate the brothers. I
Let
don't
me let
understand.
me let me jump in real quick and shout out to
No,
my brother
I don't rock
BBO
with
pulling up.
Canelo, man. He a fraud, man.
Let me say this real quick, Coach. Appreciate you, Kale, pulling up, putting some color in the chat for us. She said, "Good day, everyone." Shout out to Kale, beautiful lady. Appreciate you. We building. Let's work. Coach Eddie, let me ask you this: what's your thoughts on Canelo coming back to fight Chris Eubank Jr.?
That's a horrible fight. In my Canelo voice, it's a horrible fight. That fight right there is they trying to spoon feed Canelo another soft touch. Chris Eubank is shot, man. He's shot. Go ahead and put Canelo out the pasture. Go ahead and put him in with Hamza Shiraz so we can see the man go out on his back, man. That's the best. That's the best way for
Wait,
Canelo to go out is on his back.
wait, Sugar Ray ducked somebody?
I don't like the fight. I don't like the Eubank fight. I think it's a horrible fight, horrible matchup.
Horrible fight for who?
Horrible fight for Canelo, man. They trying to get this man another soft touch, man. Make him fight somebody, man.
Uh, why Canelo guy had like all these he got like Canelo could retire right now. Everybody was cool with Bud retiring.
I wish he would retire right. I wish Canelo would retire right now. I'd throw a party when that dude retired, man. I
Oh, you
can't
don't
wait to
like
see that
Canelo.
dude retire. I don't like Canelo, man. Can't stand him. They should have never gave him money. I hate him.
Oh, you real like Rick James on it.
It's pure hate with Canelo, bro. I would keep it 100, man.
I
Let
like
me say this.
Canelo.
Let me say this real quick. And shout out to them all the members of the channel. And shout out to Kale, a true member of the channel, helping us grow. We're gonna do our members raffle April 1st. That'll be our first one for our channel members. So somebody in a membership would definitely get $50 from me. So shout out to y'all. Appreciate all the support, helping the channel grow. Listen, we want to make a million campaign, taking it one day at a time. And we 3 hours in, so we definitely needed some color in the chat. I appreciate you. Now, um, before we get out of here for the day, right? And shout out to everybody that spent so much time with us today. And FaZe and AB joining the membership. That was fire. That was lit. Another great day to give thanks. Um, mm. Ja, do we ever? We're gonna end the show like this, right? Because we've already talked about everything. Do you foresee? How do you see this Tank versus Pitbull fight playing out? Like, break that down for the people before we get out of here, and we're gonna move it around.
Man, after everything that's been tried and Tank hand ain't hurt, but I think he's gonna come back and do what everybody wants to see him do versus Pitbull, something that's never been done. Straight stop me right there the whole time and stop me. Pitbull ain't got enough power for Tank. And then he ain't got the angles and the inside angles that Tank got. And then Tank, he probably dropped him to the body early. He probably batter his face up. You ain't gonna never see this. Excuse my language, just for the context. Ass whooping like this. People gotta take this one. It's gonna be like he gonna whoop him. About to come back and stop Pitbull. Wasn't Pitbull talking out the side of his neck when he let the Lamont fight? Try to throw Tank under the bus, like low key sneak dissing.
Ask that one more time, Job. My bad.
Feel like Pitbull was low key sneak dissing Tank about the
Oh,
rematch or something.
oh, she was like, oh yeah, he was like, yeah, I won't avoid the rematch like Javante. Yeah, yeah, that's what he
Yeah,
said.
Tank about to
Yeah.
come stop Pitbull.
Mm.
And you know what? It'd be funny if he just outboxed him and whooped him again.
Nah, that wouldn't be gangster though.
It'd be funny though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll all get a crack out of that. Well, nah, because the bookie would hold on, let me see. Because the plus money is gonna be by the KO. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna, so we gonna need that.
I don't bet for real.
It
So like, dang,
ain't. It's gonna be the jokes gonna be on us. Nah, we gonna, cause he'll end up clipping them. We'll see. I ain't with Coach. I don't know. I think Tank could stop Pitbull to the body. You know, but anything can happen. Let me say this. He said Tank got to get the KO. Yeah.
you said it more
Uh,
than what it said.
right. Everybody gonna be trying to clown or say it was a bad performance if you don't get the stoppage.
Nah, I mean, I'm gonna be laughing like, oh, he did it again.
I think that's a mistake. If Tank go looking for the knockout, he should just let it come. You know, because like I say, some guys, man, you can't knock them out. They tough, man. So you just gotta do what you gotta do. Make sure you get the win. You ain't gonna be able to knock out everybody, man. That's the first thing they teach you in boxing, man. Everybody ain't gonna go. You know, it could be
Pitbull
one of
about
them
to go
situations
though.
where Pitbull just won't go, man.
It's about to be like how he did Ryan. That's what I think.
I agree with you, Coach. I ain't gonna lie. I think that fight could be a draw with him and Pitbull Cruz. You know, Pitbull done been at 140. He bigger. He been going through more camps. Tank getting older. I think he about to be 31, or is he 30 or something like that. And I don't think that he like getting hit like how he would take punches back in the day. I don't think Tank. I think Tank trying to counter more. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
don't think
Tank
he
gonna
trying to.
box that dude, man.
Yeah, he gonna
He
try to
gonna,
box. You know what I mean? Like he don't want to just be getting hit. You know. So yeah, I don't see no way that he could really knock out Pitbull. Honestly, he
See, no way though.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got that fight probably being a draw. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Either that or Tank win by like decision. But
He
yeah,
about to stop him to the body unless
he
I
Pitbull
got
start boxing
I
him.
got Tank winning 10-2, 9-3 UD.
Ooh, I ain't got it. I got it about 7-5.
I think Tank gonna clearly outbox him, but I think Tank need the box. I don't think he needs to go out there looking for the knockout because I just don't think that Pitbull ain't showed me no indication that he can't take a punch, man. Caroli hit him with some big shots, man. That dude ate them things up like M&Ms, man. He just kept coming, and that was at 140. And we know Rolly punching, so I just think the dude got a good chin. And he keep his chin tucked, keep his hands up. And the dude got a hard head. If Tank go out there trying to knock that dude out, Tank gonna have to have surgery again. Gonna mess his hand up. He
I
gonna
don't
be
think
out
he
for six
have to
months.
knock him out though. I
Yeah,
just
no,
think he gonna
he
make a
don't have to
state.
knock him out.
I think he gonna make a statement. But like I'm saying to the body though.
And you're gonna have to be there. It's like a short guy like that with all that explosive overhands that Pitbull got. He finally fighting a guy his size. Like he was hitting Tank with everything, and Tank got a great chin, top three in boxing, I believe. But just to keep going through that again and again and again, and the more he has to sit up in there and try to land those shots, he better off boxing, man. He better off boxing. But that's why
He
I like
wasn't
his
hitting
fight.
Tank with everything though to me.
Nah, I mean he wasn't
I
hitting him
thought he hit
clean,
him
but
with
he was
fresh
hitting Tank
shots.
like in the shoulders and the elbows and all that stuff. And
But Tank
he
hurt
wasn't
his
hitting him like
hand
on the
though.
chin, but he was hitting him. You know what I mean?
Tank hurt
I,
his
I,
hand.
I see highlights where he hitting him in
Hey,
the
but
back of
Tank
that
hand wasn't hurt in
jawbone.
the first round though. In the
And
first round, Pitbull was on that joker neck on the first round. As soon as that bell rung, he was on Tank bumper, man,
he
from
was
round one.
also he was also more defensively cautious than I ever seen him in any other fight. So that means he was really worried about Tank power.
Oh, you got to. You'll be a
Stoppage
Of
to the
course,
fool.
the man is
body.
knockout artist. Why wouldn't you be? That'd be dumb if you ain't worried about the man punching on you. Take a
gotta
punch.
It's
gotta
gonna
take
be
him
a
out.
stoppage to the body. That first
Yeah,
fight was genius. Tank on a level where he could perform in a fight and he could set up a rematch when he could have just won the fight or make it look close. That way, he that good where he could make a fight look close just to get some more bread down the line. People want to see him fight that person again. That's how good he is for real. Like he
Bro,
could do that.
why would you do that? Why would you play with them judges, man?
That's how good of a fighter he is. He performing at the end of the day.
Yeah. I don't want to bring up the
Look what he did with Frank. That was a risk.
Frank is not
He
that good.
Frank isn't good enough where you would any other person wouldn't no took no risk that Tank did, basically just letting him
He like a
win every
prospect
round and
though.
then you just stopped him.
I don't think Frank run every round. Frank like a prospect, bro.
Frank won every
I
round
I
until
I, know,
Tank
I think
stopped him.
Tank.
And
I
that
think I
was
done before the
purposely
stoppage. I
Tank
had it
didn't barely even
4-3.
punch him.
I had it 4-3. Tank. Frank didn't win every round because
Four
Tank was
to
hitting him with
three?
shots.
What
Yeah.
fight was that?
I
Tank
mean,
barely
what
threw
round?
nothing.
What round did Frank get stopped in? The eighth round.
I think it was the eighth.
Yes, I thought Frank won like the first 3 rounds, and then Tank started picking it up in the fourth round. I had
I
Tank
give him
winning the
like
fourth
two
round,
rounds
the
out of
fifth
all
round,
or
the
two he
sixth
won
round,
without.
and the seventh round. So Tank picked it up on him after the third round. Go back and watch the fight. Tank started picking it up on
I
him, man.
just was watching it. I'll watch it again. But like you don't want to watch it with me.
Let
Like
me just say
Tank
this.
was
Let me just
barely punching.
hold
I
on, hold
thought
on, hold
Tank
on, hold on,
won
hold on,
4,
hold on,
5,
hold on,
6,
hold on,
and
hold on,
7.
hold
I
on.
thought he picked it up on him.
Okay. Appreciate you, AC, put some
He
color in the
picked it
chat.
up, but winning
Appreciate you for
them
the
rounds.
support, bro. AC says, FaZe, name your top 3 chins in boxing.
I'll say Canelo. I'll say Tank, and the last one. Um, I was thinking about David, but David did get dropped a couple times. He didn't look bad, but I would say I would
Triple.
say I would say Tank, Canelo, and probably David.
Is that of all time or just a modern era?
Just right now. Just right now.
You got
I think
you
Tank
got
got a great fighting chin,
triple
man.
G. You know, he had a good chin too, man.
Yeah, no, I'm just talking
Yeah,
about right
he
now.
Yeah,
retired. He
he
retired though.
retired. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
just right now.
Who's active right now? I mean,
David, I seen
mm,
David get hit with some good shots. Mm, mm, I mean, I would think of a heavyweight, probably Usyk. I mean, he ain't
Boots,
really
you said? Oh,
Boots.
yeah,
Oh, Boots got a
Boots.
great chin
Boots,
too.
yeah.
That's like, yeah, I put him in there.
Yeah,
Boots, yeah.
Boost do got a good chin because he done got
He do got
cracked.
a good
He got
chin.
like it don't hurt him.
He got cracked. Yeah, shook it right off. Shook it right off.
But they'll say who really cracked him though.
But no guy
Hey man,
got.
you got grown men
man,
with
I
10
feel
ounce
like
gloves on.
Stanionis,
That stuff
he
hurt, brother.
got some, like he got some power.
Yeah,
He
but we
really
want to
got
see that Virgil
Appease in.
Ortiz.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah.
Virgil, I feel like he's still underrated.
Virgil,
Brandon Adams might have one of the top chins in boxing.
Brandon Adams. I seen his fight. He fought real good too. That last fight he fought.
He whooped
I tell you who
Bolshoi.
got a granted chin, Sergey Derenchenko. That dude
What
that's a
weight
tough
class
dude.
Brandon Adams campaign at?
54.
160.
154. He probably won. He like
Oh, he
number
went
one at
I
he
thought
went
154.
he
fighting
was
in middleweight.
160.
Oh,
He
he must
fight
have
at
moved down
154.
then.
He moved down, but he was fighting at 160, right?
Possibly he fought Jamal.
Yeah,
He fought.
he
Let me
did because he
see.
fought Sergey
Nah,
has
but
a
that might
great
have been
chin.
154. Let me
No,
just
that was
check real quick.
160. He fought at 160 because he
Cause
fought
I
Danny
give
He
Jacobs
him
fought
too.
for
mad
the
Remember?
credit
title.
for that. Like
He fought Danny Jacobs too, Sergey Derenchenko.
he looked small to fight, not small like he muscled up, but like he looked small for the weight class that he in, and he a top contender for me, or just a top fighter at 160. I put him in there with anybody.
Yeah, he may eventually move back up, but
Oh, you talking
as
about
of right,
Brandon Adams?
yeah,
Oh yeah, he a good fighter. Good
I
fighter.
feel like he underrated.
he may. Matter of fact, he may end up going up because he fought at 156 the last fight. But I think this dude came in at Yarko as a super welter.
You will put him in there with
Man,
Charlo or Spence?
He already been in there with Charlo. So that I
Wow.
definitely put him in. He been in
That
there
one of
I
they
with. He
mean,
smart.
been
That
not if
one
we
of they
trying
trying to
to
sparring
make, not if
partners
we
go
trying
in
too.
to
there
make
with
some
any of
money.
them.
Nah,
I ain't know that. What about
He
him and
could win
Virgil?
in the fight. He's slick too. He got
yeah,
good
we not.
footwork and all of that. Like he underrated to me.
Yeah, I like Brandon Adams. He fighting. He fighting coming up on April 11th
Yeah,
on the
that
Zuffa
dude built
Boxing
like a
Zuffa
ninja.
boxing
That dude
card.
built like a ninja turtle, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Brandon Adams. I'm for real.
this
That dude hard to hurt, man. That dude built like a ninja turtle.
don't look like Zuffa. This say this is Night of the Champions, DMG Boxing and Promotions. Okay, so not Zuffa, but they fighting April 11th. Brandon Adams gonna put hands on him. Came in Ayaka.
Let me see what they saying in the chat.
I'm
Let
just
me say
skip
this.
back.
Let me
Right.
let me say this real quick. Hey, phenomenal fire show, man. Y'all have a beautiful, wonderful weekend. Enjoy these fights. Hey, I think we locked in on Mendoza getting the upset. I looked at it. Mendoza is looking like a +2. Hold on, let me pull it back up on DraftKings. He's plus money. Money line. Hold on, let me see. Now, AC said he has Telez by UD. I don't know about that. But Telez, based on the styles, maybe he do something. But Renee Telez Garon is fighting Malik Montgomery also on Pro Box. Brian Acosta versus Ronnie Rios is on Pro Box. So it's a lot of good fights this weekend. Um, and hopefully, and we'll be back. And next weekend we got Wild at Chisora. Yeah, next weekend is lit. We got Wild at Chisora, and I do believe Caroline Dubois. We got that the first event for MVPW, right? Let me see when that Caroline Dubois is fighting.
Hey, yeah, we gotta run down a little
Yeah,
list of
April
our
5th.
best bets. We gotta do a best bets B3.
uh,
We gotta throw that
for
in, man. Gotta get that underdog sponsorship, man.
1000%.
Yeah.
1000%. Right now, I would say this is an interesting fight weekend. This is an interesting fight weekend. That's all I'm gonna say. I would say the best bet of the weekend, in my opinion,
Yeah.
is Renee Telez get on. If I had to guarantee one pick, get on. Get on. Like it's just that simple. Um
Who we
I-
fighting?
he fight Malik Montgomery.
Okay.
And I like Malik, whatever, but he just haven't looked he haven't been looking himself, and Renee Telez Godon is like right there at that contender championship level where he gave Floyd Schofield all he can handle. He almost stopped short dog Jordan White. So relate to Let's Get On, he's gonna win. Um it was another joint. I like Willie Hutchinson. I will do some more research, but I like Willie Hutchinson over Ezra. Ezra can box. I just feel like Willie is gonna try to dog him out in this fight.
And
Um
you gotta leave us something of the big fight, man. You gotta leave us something. You know, the B3 national dominance, you know what I mean? You gotta leave us something on the big fight, man. What is it?
with Sebastian versus Thurman.
Of course, brother.
This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take this fight. The over under is 9.5. We going to over. That's an easy over right there. 9.5. Thurman, Fondora, two dogs. Now a cut or something like that could do us dirty or something like that, but I doubt it. I like the over 9.5 on Fondor Thurman. FaZe got some picks up on me, but I appreciate all the love and support now. Uh Bet responsibly. Bet responsibly. Um Outside of that, man, listen. A beautiful live, man. Appreciate all the support, man. Hey, fire show. A lot of genuine support, man. We got 2 new memberships today. Yeah, man. Take that over. Take that over. Take that, cover that safe stuff. Yeah, take Renee Telez. You could take Renee Telez, Talone, and the over on that. You know what I'm saying? Put $10 on it. And next thing you know, you could take your family out for for breakfast on Sunday morning. You can go out for brunch. You know what I'm saying? All you need is about $100. You don't need to do too much. Everybody's trying to be, you get wealth off of hard work to a craft. You put in that hard work. That's how you gonna generate wealth for you and your family. Definitely not from no betting. But some people do it. But it's a zero sums game because you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. But it's the sport of it. And a lot of people want that plus money. So I know a lot of y'all gonna cover Keith Thurman. Y'all gonna take the plus money on the underdog. I'm rooting for Keith. I want Keith to win. Shout out to Keith. I hope we get the Keith versus Earl fight. And we're gonna just continue to push the sport of boxing. We had a Tank Davis show today, great show. Um, Tank pushed the sport forward. So we need Tank back in the ring, active, healthy, and getting to that goal of really just solidifying that legacy and continue to bless and build up his family. At the end of the day, that's what counts. Listen, y'all enjoy the weekend, enjoy your family. God bless everybody. Appreciate the love and support. Heavenly Father, thank you for giving us another opportunity to gather together and fellowship with one another. Man, just bless us as we come and as we go, Lord. Cover our families, our friends, our loved ones, Lord God, that your will be done unto us, Lord. And in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. And I'm gone. Love y'all. Peace.
I need money.